What up, yo? Detroit and Flint Town. Coming through this motherfucker. Hallucinate. Yeah, with my killers. Through the projects. And I'm skating on day.
Better be careful where you at, which way you wear your hat, what colors you got on, cause your ass will get clapped. Bam, back to the old me, rapping with the OGs. Even when I'm sweet, bitches got my strap on me. In my blade too, you gon' play who? You gon' fade who? Bitch, I will shake you, erase you from existence if you don't keep your distance. I kick it, y'all get wicked, get marked off the hit list. Always on some bitch shit, keep it to yourself, man. I'm self-made, self-paid, hell I let it rain. We can tell you plain, we can tell you ain't what you say you are. You ain't hard, you a flake, yeah. Break them off, break them down, this time needs an enema. It's time to get them up, wet them up, red them more. I'm fed up all the whack rappers, they liars. I'm a villain, I'm a gangster, I'm a rider.
I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black roach, bandana, and a flannel. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat. I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black roach, bandana, and a flannel. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat.
Project nigga bustin', ain't no time for no discussion. About to drop this deadly weapon, Satan too, like I'm from Russia. Talking crazy, we gon' rush you, beat you down, cause you a sucker. You ain't from around my block, so ho, you ain't shit but a customer. Dirty hoes, I'm dusting ya, the rivers where they dumping ya. Stay project boy for life, so ain't nobody that can touch us, bruh. Identify the target in the parking lot, a target roll up on him, blow his brains and leave him dripping on the carpet. Victim to at his apartment, we gon' finish what we started. Ask his lady where the dope, she tell me in the glove compartment of the drop top bins. And take all of the ends, I'm gon' tell you all you want. If you just please, just let me live. I got kids that got a future, told her shut up for I shoot you. Ain't no women or no kids dying, this is what I do. I can offer you a job, Project One roll like the mob with KDT and Ghetto E, we underground and never stop.
I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black roach, bandana, and a flannel. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat. I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black roach, bandana, and a flannel. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat.
The butcher called me up and told me come with a track. So I'm sliding through the D like I don't know how to act. Who the fuck want what with them boys that do it? Just load them Dracos and them choppers and let's get straight to it. We bout to bang in this bitch like the blood and the Crips. And got some hoes on deck, so don't even trip. In my Snoop Doggy Dogg voice, I make that pussy moist and leave your hoe staring in the ghetto. She that made her choice, and she chose to get banged. Hang with dating thugs and Kang. Told the girl stay in her lane. Now she missing, that's a goddamn shame. Who the fuck you talking to? Who the fuck you provoking? I'm in the butcher back cave smoking and feeling for a motherfucking killing. I'm a savage, I'm a G, I'm a motherfucking villain.
I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black roach, bandana, and a flannel. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat. I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black roach, bandana, and a flannel. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat.
Once again in this bitch, splitting the D came to play. Playing for keeps when we creep with that motherfucking AK. Popping the phone, letting them know who the fuck be on the streets. Project One, KDT, and the dating fake. Real OGs been banging since the 90s. Ain't shit that I ain't seen. Another murder gang related motherfuck the police. One love, killer, deal, death do us part. That gangsta shit, motherfucker, coming straight from the heart. There's nowhere to run, grab your guns and step into the front line. Where only you find a few of my kind, busting with the tech knives. Come and test your strength, cause only a strong will survive. We're soldiers from the ghetto, side by side as we strive. Murdering motherfuckers, making money while we mad. Mind ain't straight, body and soul while we strap. Mr. Fucking Fearless, J Gutta, it's a rap. Fuck with me, I'm a G, day and night, pass me the gap.
I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black roach, bandana, and a flannel. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat. I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black roach, bandana, and a flannel. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat.
I'm a G,
And I ain't talking about no gang shit. Strapped with a tech knot and I'm about to do some strange shit. You bitches better be careful who you motherfucking hang with. Everybody's not your friend in this shit when they get dangerous. Sustain this. How you think we done for 20-something years? Jaden, Tony, and PJP put in work like Richard Gere. T is up next and they real life ready. Running around y'all hood with a mic and a machete. It means they ready to kill it. Make you bitch niggas feel it. When we all get together and put it down, we the realest. I been a monster on these beats since my born dead days. Always out to make a killing, yeah, them born dead ways. And these pigs out here keep squirming, cause I'ma pick your ass off like I'm Richard Sherman. So if you see me on your motherfucking block, you bitches better please me, cause I'm coming with some killers, yeah, some motherfucking G's.
I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black roach, bandana, and a flannel. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat. I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black roach, bandana, and a flannel. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat. I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black roach, bandana, and a flannel. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat. I'm a villain, a beast, a savage, a bando. Black roach, bandana, and a flannel. I'm a G, ain't no love, ain't no peace. I'm a monster in the streets and a monster on the beat.
Came from out cold, take one. I came up and hip out the hard way. I practiced my artistry all day. Yeah, that nigga call what they all say. When I used to spit flows in the hallway, ain't no question regarding my forte. Manifesting the verse was like horseplay, with a clarity closer to 4K. Nothing less than a god MC ordained. It was all types of things on the floor, man. In the life that a young player portrayed. Ventured into the industry foray. Wasn't sure it was for a G per se, but I knew making music was my thing. And when they was getting bread out the dope game, I was up in the studio, no change. Any other lifestyle seems so strange, and I would never throw salt on your name if you'd rather be pirates than gang. Lord knows a nigga pay dues with pain, but it ain't never been no shame in my lane. With an attitude like fuck what they think, and that I had to do until some shit change. A lot of gratitude to who paved the way. Truth is that the whole thing's a phase. Who's to say that the phase ain't a lifetime? Summer days when it rains to the nighttime. Blowing J's with my girl while I write rhymes. She break me off something tight at the right time. It ain't no hit.
What up, though? Paying the trap. I see you, homie. We starting off a little early and shit. Blatonio can talk about his trip to LA. We got about 13 minutes. We'll have Compton Zone, Kiki Smooth in the building, y'all.
TKO had some beats that was heat. Hotel room writing flows with a freak. I'ma tell you what it been like. NY, maneuver through the 5 boroughs. Manhattan skyline, top of the world. Bro, whole socio dynamite too. 3 up all the shit that we was into. When I got introduced to the GM, never crossed my mind I might meet him. Studio in the Bronx to the AM. That's where I got my grandmaster training. He challenged me to be a greater MC. Showed me how to be the artist haters envy. Make a hit using nothing but an MP. Flash is fast, flash ain't no fool. One thing that I learned in the NY, go hard in the paint, you could get signed. It's a big world out there, you inside, but you could gonna make it happen if you inspire. Jet planes in the sky, it's cool sometimes. If your loved ones waiting when you touch down. Some cities so lonely when the sun down. Now a G to the thing in the D first. Sometimes I might tell it all to you reverse. Make a long story short, it's about thirst. If you a go get it, you gon' have to get it first. I've been somewhere everywhere, spinning airfare. Pretty women here and there, nigga, hell yeah. Made a living in the business, Hollywood glare. Malibu, Calabasas, I've been there. Skyport, City Star, they know who you are. When you walk through the door, wide open arms. Where the stars stay out the whole day long, and the moon show up before the sundown.
What up, though? Welcome to the Hood Smoker Podcast, the hottest #1 podcast based out of Detroit, Michigan. And now, with your hosts, Jay Gutta, Brother King X, Blatonio Todd, and the rest of the Hood Smoker Squad. We don't do no Vlad stuff. We don't do no Adam stuff. We keep packing in the legends, respect them, and keep adding up. So pack a blunt or two, maybe grab a brew and a snack for you, and leave behind your attitude, and get ready as we snap into the Hood Smoker Podcast.
What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? I'm Jay Gutta, one of motherfucking 1/3 of the Hood Smokers Podcast. Actually, 1/3 of a whole army of Hood Smokers. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, behind the scenes, yeah, I'm repping NWA straight out of Compton. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is. What up, though, Panda Chop? Shout out to Panda Chop. If y'all catching this on the replay, I know we starting a little earlier than usual. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to play a couple videos, and Blatonio Todd's going to be tapping in a minute. He was just out there in L.A. Shout out to L.A. to the West Coast, baby. Shout out to the West Coast. But from Detroit to the world, baby, it's hip-hop. But if you haven't checked out Panda Chop News, he's in the chat right now. Check out Panda Chop News. If you're catching this on a replay, make sure you check him out, man. For real. Panda Chop News, that's all you got to type in. He's keeping it 100 with, he's letting people tell their stories that other platforms ain't. You know what I'm saying? It's a dope ass, and he's cool people, you know what I'm saying? That's the homie, you know what I'm saying? Real talk. Tonight we got Kiki Smooth, first Latino rapper out of Compton, California, baby. Ruthless Records, you know what I'm saying? He got we're gonna play some music. We just gonna play some music. How about we do that? Cause I'm waiting. I started a little early, so Blatonio Todd could let y'all know. Cause we'll have Kiki Smooth in the building in about 9 minutes. So people right now is usually just sharing it around. Make sure y'all smash subscribe, like, all that good shit. You know, we just do this shit for the love. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, it feels good winning awards and shit like that in Detroit and holding our city down, but we want to be bigger than the D. You know what I'm saying? Bigger than Detroit. We want the whole world, and we've been doing that since day one. So light your blunts, get your brews, whatever. We got a dope ass night tonight. Grab your photos, dog. We going to Compton with it. You know what I'm saying? Kiki Smooth, baby. We going to Compton, but I think we got some videos pulled up where we can so y'all can get a little taste of Kiki Smooth. You know what I'm saying? Get a little taste of his music if you ain't familiar. Make sure you go down there in the description below and motherfucking follow him, subscribe him, check out his music, look at him at all major platforms. You know what I'm saying? And share this shit around. Hit like. You know they shadow banning us. You know it, dog. You know it. That's why we get more plays on the replay than on the lives, because they shadow banning us with their whole ass. But we don't care. Because what? We got that attitude, man. I'm sorry. We was born the generation. We're probably the ones that we're all mad at how the Gen Z's acting. It's our fault, dog. And we support Gen Z's. Speaking of Gen Z, shout out to Baby Tron. We got to give Baby Tron his pops making major moves. You know what I'm saying? We just had we had James Johnson on. Shout out to you know what I'm saying? Motor City. They've been doing their thing. They've been doing that. Project Board. If you missed that episode, man, go check it out. Shout out to Flint Town. Flint Town. Right here. We're gonna jump into this track right here, this video. Ramit Gonzalez. Peligrosa, featuring Little Easy E and Kiki Smooth. Let's get it on the Hood Smokers Podcast, baby. Yes, sir.
peligrosa. Así me gusta, chica peligrosa. Así me gusta. Gustavo.
Just
Peligrosa. Así me gusta, chica peligrosa. Así me gusta. Es imposible que de ella te apoderes. Por lo bueno te manipula como quiere. Así me gusta, de copa grande. Soltera no le gusta que la manden. Ando viajando viendo cómo mueve el culo. Ella quiere sexo seguro. Anda bien crazy, conmigo fue a ponerse. Yo ya ando bien loco. Con mi se quiere que me la lleve, sabe cómo la entretengo. Le gusta el billete pero más que yo tengo. Éxtasis, alcohol y verde. Si le dices que te enamoraste la pierdes. Ella para el tráfico nomás con ni pasando. Se hizo el culo nomás para andar generando. No es una santa, mujer peligrosa. Tiene más curvas que la pinche rumorosa.
four fingers and they twist them in the middle. Yeah, that shit was hard though. One of y'all, that shit was hard. We got motherfucking Blatonio Todd in the building. What up, though, Blatonio?
What up, though?
Yeah, we know you just came back from LA, so I'm gonna just go ahead and give the floor to you because we're gonna have our guest Kiki Smooth tapping in here in a few and shit. I'm gonna pull up this picture of you at the grave of Aaron Carter, and I'll let you go ahead and because we know you just got back from LA. Everybody knew you was shooting at LA. You know what I'm saying? So why don't you break down
Yeah.
your trip a little bit?
Yeah, it was just kind of family outing and all that kind of stuff. Got a lot of different, stuff like that. I was gonna link up with Cuba Lake, but he happened to leave the same day I was going out there. Definitely wanted to shout out also Panda Chop if he in the building. Salute everything. Maybe next time we can link up and stuff. Yeah, I was coming out there and I thought if I was, I guess if I was there a day sooner, we could have all linked up. And then I made it a point. I had a friendship with Aaron Carter and stuff. It was a short-lived friendship, but we had a pretty good bond that was like starting to form, which was just kind of like I think most people think that's kind of just odd, pop star type stuff. And nah, he was a real dude. So I made it a point to come out there because I just heard his sister made a post and stuff that was like encouraging people who were fans or he would have appreciated it.
Right.
So yeah. He was a real dude. I could say that, because like I will say from like the regular outside view, like I think we all can commonly share, and I'm not gonna like deny it and stuff. Because even Aaron and I had that kind of conversation. He was like, "What'd you think originally?" It's like it's the public persona. When you see a pop star, it's kind of laughable, But he was a pretty cool dude. I can say that.
My bad that I know Aaron Carter, I know of him, and I know his brother Nick Carter too, but of him, but I never personally did he rap or sing?
Yeah, Aaron Carter, he did a mixture of both. Aaron Carter did a mixture of both, actually. He's got some stuff that was kind of catchy. Actually, what was funny is like, the clap that's heard around the world, one of his songs that I kind of, it's catchy and stuff, but it was
About
pop,
the clap that we talking about, our homie DJ Los's Pops made Butch.
Yep, the clap heard around the world. So, and that's pretty cool. I didn't get to tell him because, well, he had passed already and stuff, but I didn't get to share that, about the clap heard around the world. But, nah, he was a real dude though. I mean,
that's dope.
So it was pretty cool. It was just kind of like, it was eerie. It's almost, just being that because, like a lot of people just found that surprising, like, because some people seen him wilding out, but I got to know him, for the short period of time, and it's cool. It's a cool life lesson and stuff. Life is great experiences and stuff. And
isn't he from Arizona? Am I right about that? I thought I heard that. Or he lived there.
Well, from what I knew, like he'd come out here quite a bit. He'd come out here quite a bit. He had like a lot of different friends and fans. So he loved to gravitate out here. No, but originally from Florida. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, because when we talked, yeah. But yeah, he hails mostly like from Florida and stuff like that. And very different from his brother. That's one thing I can say. But I can't. I'm not gonna talk bad on his brother, but his brother leans more towards the persona we get from most pop stars.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
He was Backstreet Boy, right? He was a Backstreet
Boy.
Yeah,
it was from Backstreet. Yeah.
That shit just don't sound right, dog. I'm just saying, dog. That's like one of the names that you got to say pause on if you do the pause game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, here's a funny thing. Like, okay, we talk about Backstreet Boys on a hip hop podcast, but hey, well, let's keep it real. I had a friendship with Aaron Carter. I graduated. Catalina High School is in Tucson, Arizona. Is where I graduated. Long story short. And it was the year after I graduated. Backstreet Boys hadn't blown up yet, but they performed at my old high school. And
I remember kids, there would always be like that one like dude who would wear the Backstreet Boys shirt or something like that. Or was that? No, that was New Kids on the Block, even further back.
Oh, wait, yeah.
And he would get like tossed in the garbage can at school and shit like that, and like fucking type shit.
Yeah.
Like there was always that one kid that busted like the New Kids on the Block shirt to school and got terrorized for it and shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, and it's just crazy to look back at it. Like how much it kind of like, yeah, it's been a thing. Boy bands and New Kids on the Block actually being the original kind of Backstreet Boys when you think about it.
Look at Diddy done put some boy bands together. He's kind of like a boy band, like Jermaine Dupri. I mean, you could call fucking Crisscross shit like that. I mean, almost like there's a lot of rap groups that were kind of like almost boy bandish.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a good conversation, like, yeah, I'm trying not to like piss off any of our fans, with the hip hop thing, but that's a real thing. I had a friendship with the dude where I could almost be like most people's view when they think about that pop stuff, like we could have all been clowning together, but you meet a person like that. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, because I know, we're a Detroit podcast, so fuck it. Slim Shady, I know he went in on the Backstreet Boys and shit pretty hard and shit, but he's a target though,
whatever, yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of hard. I mean, he went in on a lot of pop stars. It's kind of that's pretty easy to go at. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't going at Melly Mel and then back in the days. Shout out to Eminem. Shout out to Slim Shady. Detroit baby all day. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like when he first came out and was going at everybody, he did just start going at the pop singers. I think, like, really, when 50 got down, it was like then Ja Rule, Murder Inc. and the whole shit. Like, then he inherited 50's beef. Besides, like, Benzino, but Benzino just needs a hug, dog. He don't, you know what I'm saying? Zeno just needs a hug.
Dude, he wants to be your friend.
Y'all want to see Benzino on the Hood Smokers podcast? Who want to see Benzino on the Hood Smokers podcast?
Like for real, yeah. And, all joking aside, yeah. I mean, yeah. Like
But
real
if
talk.
Benzino can squash they beat, I'm willing to talk it out with him. I ain't
like like
reached
like
out to him yet since we got into it, so I haven't reached out to him since then. But maybe I should and shit.
I mean, who would want to see sibling rivalry if you know what I'm talking about come to fruition? Like sibling rivalry, like coming together. How about either?
Right, yeah. No,
Yeah.
if you're watching this, you're welcome, and you know who we're talking about.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Everybody's seen it. The series. Yeah. There's.
Yeah,
And
it's not a
normally I would.
secret. Check out the Telefilm Quali series if you haven't checked it out already. Go check it out.
Yeah, and see for yourself because I think you would understand. This is like it. These are done differently. These aren't attacks and stuff.
Right, they're parodies. It's comedy, like
Yep.
Mad TV, like Funny type
Yeah.
shit. Well, like the Hood Mad TV, we've been saying that since the beginning. That shit, Hood Saturday
Yeah.
Night Live and shit for hip hop and the Hood. Which
Yeah.
the Hood and hip hop, I put it hand in hand. That's just me though. That's my
Yeah.
personal experiences with hip hop.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. So like for real, that's what I love about like the Detroit connection right here. You know, it's just keeping it real.
All right, we'll have
It's
Kiki Smooth here in the
it's a
building.
mentality. It's a mentality.
I know he's just getting he's gonna be driving. He says he's gonna take us with him. He's got his blunts rolled up at the crib, but when he gets to the
Oh, yeah.
ride, so we
Awesome.
usually don't start until like 5 minutes ago. So we're just technically we've been going. I wanted to chop it up about LA because I mean just shout out to LA and shit. It ain't like every day we shoot out to LA. You know what I'm saying? So how was the
Yeah.
scenery out there? We fuck with Video Matt. You know how Video Matt was talking about all that shit out there. Shout
Oh,
out Video Matt.
I didn't get a chance because there was so much going on. But I was gonna say there was a lot of those streets that I just know damn well, like just familiar and everything. Like we're in Video Matt's thing, and it's still very much. He's been in he's been out of the country for a while. No, that stuff is still, yeah. You see camp after camp still out there, like the downtown area, and it's sad.
Yeah, I caught
So
him live earlier, and people were saying that about. He said like a lot of y'all found me from the homeless thing, but you thought I was just gonna talk about homeless people the whole time in California and shit. So
I
what
think
up,
they
though? Kiki
misinterpreted.
Smooth is in the chat. You gotta tap in through the Discord, fam. That's how we go live here on YouTube. You gotta go onto the Discord,
If you
and
need me to contact them, let me know. Yeah.
if you need Blatonio Todd can get you through on the Discord, but just hit us up on the Discord. What up, though, D Cochran? Thanks for the shares. We appreciate you and shit, 100. But we got
It
Kiki
works
Smooth.
like a lot of people. I think what it is they do think it's like, which Facebook does work that way. For Discord, it's different. It's not a phone call. You just tap in, you chime in. So, and yeah. All you gotta do. Okay, if you're watching right now, yeah, Kiki Smooth. Um, just go into on the Hood Smoker podcast original. The thing you'll see the original one, and you should see also No Pants. That's my online tag on there. So if you see these two names on that in the what is it, the video channel? Yeah. Okay. Okay, he's in. And now just log into the video channel? It'll put you on first, but then you have to activate your camera. So just like tap into that channel where it's like you'll see No Pants and you'll see Hood Smoker Podcast. Once you get on there, all you gotta do is activate the camera icon, and it got you locked in with us. I mean, we'll first hear you first. So, and if you need me to walk you through, trust me. Usually, people, you ain't gonna be the only one that's had trouble getting on. Well, I want to also shout out to homie Dice. Talk to him today. Yep.
Shout out Dice. Much love, Dice. Was Dice at Halloween by any chance? Shout out to Jack Frost. Shout out to
Yep.
Isham. Shout out to
And Doc was in the building, in the vicinity, and all that. Yeah, he's got some stuff in the works. That's all I'm gonna say. I can't give away. Oh, okay, yeah. But otherwise, yeah, the trip to LA was pretty cool and all that. Um, but yeah, that was just kind of a different thing that I kind of wanted to address. That it wasn't like if anybody had seen that about the Aaron Carter post, it was not actually you know, not some kind of joke. I actually did have a short-lived friendship with the guy where I myself never in a million years would have thought would have been a friendship. So that's what I mean. Just kind of random, and he was a pretty cool dude. That's what I mean. Like, It's Too Nice. I want to shout out It's Too Nice.
Yeah, shout out is.
Yeah, that's the homie right there. And I'm just like, not trying to take it off the topic, but if you know It's Too Nice, dope ass nice lyricist right there. I fuck with him heavy.
Shout out to Scandalous too and shit.
Yeah, Scandalous too. But It's Too Nice. Like he used to love to clown on Aaron Carter. Like just they do freestyle stuff, and that's easy to do with that pop stuff. And we had a dope ass conversation. And he goes, "Wow, that's crazy." When you do meet that person though, all the smoke and mirrors aside, we had a cool ass convo. He goes, "No, that's crazy." So, okay.
Kiki Smooth's trying to get in. Discord's a little new. I mean, it's not new to us anymore. We're already 100
But I'm gonna say
episodes in. Here we go.
Here you go.
Kiki Smooth in the building.
Okay, you in here? Okay, now hit your screen again, and then just it'll be that camera icon that looks like a video camera, and it got you in. So
we got Kiki Smooth in the building, Compton in the motherfucking house.
Yep.
On the Hood Smokers Podcast, y'all. Live.
Yes.
You know how we do.
Mm-hmm.
Bringing you legends from all over the map. It's more
than No, I've been excited about this interview for real. Showing you like West Coast and just showing how different and how much of a melting pot this is right here.
What up,
salute.
Family? Salute.
¿Qué onda?
What up, though? Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear?
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
Turn the microphone icon on, maybe.
Okay. I don't know. Can you hear? Can you hear us? We can't. Yeah, we can't hear you. But yeah, let me see.
We got Christopher Jordan in the building.
Oh, salute Christopher Jordan, my brother from another right there.
What up, though? What up, though?
Yeah, yeah, I'm showing them right now. Yeah, we can't hear you. Oh, okay, maybe he can't hear us.
Can you hear me, Kiki?
Yeah, let me see. I can hear you, Chris. I can hear you, Chris.
Yeah, we can hear you, Christopher.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
I can hear Gutta.
Maybe here's what I'm gonna say. I don't know if you can hear me, but if you reset your phone, sometimes that's what'll do it. Yeah, reset. Reset your phone.
Yeah,
come back
out and come back in real quick.
Okay, if he hears me, fine. He might have to reset his phone and then come back on because sometimes, like your other apps, they don't have to. Let me see. No, can you hear me? I don't think he can hear us too. That's one more. Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can write it down real quick too. Yeah. I might let me write it on the screen. I'm trying to look for a piece of paper.
I turned this microphone up too and shit all the way. We got Kiki microphone all the way up. Y'all see that live, y'all? We got Kiki.
Yeah. No, I don't think he can hear us. Let me see.
Maybe you have to. You don't have to accept it. Do you like to use your phone?
Hold on. Okay. I'm gonna see if he can see this.
Yeah, you did that. That is quick.
I can hear you a little bit.
Okay. I think we hear you now. Can you hear us? Okay, let me see.
We got Kiki Smooth in the building, y'all. On the Hood Smokers Podcast 227, y'all. Compton.
What up? What up? What up? What up, sir?
Can you hear us?
Salute. Can you hear us?
I hear you guys.
No, we're starting to hear you. I think we get.
Okay, well now we can hear you better. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Cause can you hear us, Kiki? Kiki Smooth, can you hear us? No, I
If
don't think you
not,
can hear us, dog.
I don't think. So I'm gonna let me see if I can get this. Let me see.
Can't you type on here to somebody on there? I don't know. I'm looking at a computer and this shit got me confused as hell. I got 3 monitors going there. I be like, that's why shout out Southwest Word. He got to set this shit up for me and shit. What the hell is that? That look like one of those bad jackass tattoos that they gave you when
No,
you.
no. It's not a tattoo. It says reset and return on. Yeah, reset and return on. Like read it real quick. That's what I'm like trying to show 'em. Reset and return. Because sometimes the apps will mess up what you got. That's what I was
I
saying.
hear y'all low as fuck.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we
What's
can hear
up, my
you
brother?
now. Yep. So,
Kiki Smooth.
I can hear y'all, but it's really, really low.
We can hear you.
Okay.
Like it's, can you hear me?
yeah,
Sir,
we can hear you.
family. Now we can hear you, bro.
He's low as fuck. And that's why I'm
It's
wondering
weird.
because
Like it's coming out of the phone. Like instead of the speaker, it's coming out of like the screen. I don't know.
Oh, all
okay,
right.
what I was
I
All
gonna
don't know
say,
right.
what the
what I was
fuck.
gonna
Like,
say is
It's better
sometimes
than
the
before.
app
Way better than
watching
before.
on YouTube a lot, it will mix it up. That's why I was saying about like if you could reset and just come back on, just jump back on the same way, because sometimes it's those
uh-huh.
other apps that we don't know is still activated. That's what I've noticed. Like if
Okay,
you even have
let me reset then.
um, yeah, and you should come right through and you'll hear us just fine when you come back. Yeah,
Okay, let me reset my phone real fast.
For sure.
but
We got Kiki Smooth in the building, y'all. Compton in
smooth
the
on
building.
the
All
What
right.
up, though?
Kiki.
Drunk at the Heights in the building. Compton, what up? What up, though?
in the house.
We got Compton in the building. Compton. Compton. You know I had to represent. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I had to represent. Straight out of Compton.
Oh, 100%, man.
Yeah.
All day. You know what I'm saying? NWA changed my life. You know what I'm saying? They changed my life. When I heard Straight
Yeah.
Outta Compton, that
Me
shit was
too.
like life changing and shit to me. I was like, damn.
And actually, with that being said, like we got a lot to discuss. Like yeah, I like Kiki Smooth, um, what he's doing right there. That's why I was like, definitely we got a lot to chop up on that. Like he working
Kiki
with a lot
Smooth done
of
a lot. He's like done groundbreaking shit, like shit that other artists haven't done. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
yeah.
I mean, he's the first
Yeah. Bring.
Latino
Bring.
Mexican hip hop artist
Um.
out of Compton.
Well, yeah.
Coming out of Compton. Yeah.
I think he's okay.
I know that was
Let me
kind
see
of
if
kind of rough in the 90s.
Oh yeah, for real. We already know how they was getting down in Compton.
I was gonna say, has it ever been easy
The
though?
world did. The whole world did. That's why
Oh man.
Kiki Smooth got a story to tell. Hold on,
Yep.
Brother King X just messaged me. He's having technical difficulties. Let's see what's going on with Brother King X.
It
We
happens.
see
I ain't
how
going. Okay, I think now he's set right now, so he's gonna pop in. He'll probably hear us just fine now. Like,
so you notice how hip hop changed a lot of relationships between a lot of people. Uh, you know, if you got like the KKK, they go in their bedroom and they got their grandkid, dancing to hip hop music. They're like changing
yeah, yeah.
changing grandpa's whole sight on everything.
Mhm.
For
Next,
True.
real.
next thing you know, grandpa talking about he don't like hip hop, but when you go outside and come back,
Like, you froze. You froze
was
right
just
now, my brother.
like my dad. My dad used to say, "I don't like that
Oh,
song. I don't like that song." I would go outside and come back. He'd be jamming out to the song he said he didn't like.
yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
100%.
Yeah.
What's up? What's up with you? What's up with you? B. When did you get back?
I just got back day before yesterday. Yeah. So
Oh, okay.
day before yesterday. Yeah, it was a cool trip. Yeah, I don't know if you seen. I went to go visit. Aaron Carter's. Gravesite and stuff like that. So it was cool.
Yeah, I love the pictures. The pictures were nice. Everything was nice, man.
Man.
Glad you made it back safe. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And what was it? It's the Forest Hills Cemetery or whatever. It's known actually. That's where the King of Pop is actually buried too.
Michael Jackson. That's where Michael Jackson's buried at.
Oh shit.
Michael Jackson is
visit
dead.
it? Did you visit it?
Now undisclosed location, like he's in the area where you can't go. Like now, obviously, you probably have to know the password. So Tito probably goes up there. He's like, "Oh yeah," it says,
Oh yeah.
Can you hear us, Kiki Smooth?
Yeah, I can hear you guys now.
All right, we got Kiki Smooth in the building, Compton in the motherfucking house. On the Hood Sports Podcast, baby.
Compton's in the house. Yeah.
Much love for Detroit. My brother Blatonio Todd here from Tucson. And we got Christopher Jordan from Staten Island, New York. We all over the place right now. You know what I'm saying? We do it worldwide, hip hop worldwide, baby.
Yeah.
It's definitely an honor to have you on, dog.
Tucson, Arizona over here. I'm originally like from San Fran and stuff, So yeah, ¿qué onda, homie?
I'm from Compton, but I live in Watts. I literally live in front of the Watts Towers.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Compton and Watts.
Compton and Watts has always been Compton, my front yard. Watts, my backyard.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, man.
This seems to go hand in hand. Compton and Watts seem to go hand in hand.
A lot of hood motherfuckers don't walk around they hood. I do. You feel me?
Right. Yeah.
We talked about that before. We was just talking about that. Like, if you can go back to your hood, that says a lot about a rapper. If you can go back to your hood.
And there goes the Watts Towers for y'all.
It says a lot about somebody, too. Yeah, if you can't come back to your hood.
Right.
Yeah, I'm here, man. Like, I love the community. I try to be a part of all my community, Compton and Watts. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's dope. Yeah, we know you ain't new to this shit.
A lot of artists don't tap in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
The 80s and 90s.
Shout out to Drunk at the Heights from Compton. They in the building and shit.
Drunk at the Heights. That's our brother station right there.
Okay.
I'm just getting shit, man. But y'all know what it is.
Salute to the homies over there.
Yeah, make sure y'all check them out.
Man, thank you for having me on here. You know what I mean?
Man, thanks for coming on, joining us, man. This is like that's what we love to do is network and not bring up all the other dumb bull,
Yeah, we strictly trying to stay out of the bullshit. We ain't trying to jump on the beefs and shit. Like, this artist is beefing with this artist. We need to get him on the show and shit and stir the pot. You know what I'm saying? We want to celebrate the real ones and shit and fucking hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And the roots and how it started and the OGs in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like Kiki Smooth and shit. I mean, we know you ain't new to this. Why don't you?
Straight legend.
Yeah, we ain't trying to do no other stuff where other people can jump up and blow up quick, with if they have a beef with somebody and just ride off that.
Best bud out there in Cali,
Yeah, I've been grinding for a minute, Shout outs to Little Easy and Big A for always believing in me since day one. You feel me? It's actually Big A's birthday today, so happy birthday to my uncle Big A. Love you, big dog.
Happy birthday,
Salute, Big A. Yeah.
I love that relationship, man. That relationship that you were just talking about, like with Little Easy E and everything. That do you have a relationship? Not to get into it, but the relationship back in the day, back in the 80s and 90s between blacks and Mexicans going down back in the day in Compton. You really didn't hear about a whole lot of Mexicans back in the day in Compton,
No, I mean we were always there. You feel me? But it was a real racial tension back in those days. So it was really hard for me to even get a job at Eazy-E's record store. You know what I mean? But persistence was a motherfucker, and I ended up getting the job. See, I used to be a DJ before a rapper.
Okay.
So, you know, I toured the world. I toured around the world with Coolio. I was Coolio's DJ.
Oh, that's dope.
Oh, rest his soul, man.
Rest
Rest
in
his soul.
peace. Yeah, rest in peace to my OG.
Okay, rest his soul.
You know, and I if it wasn't for working at Underworld Records, I would have never been where I'm at now. That's where I met Little Easy. That's where I met Big A. You know, and yes, definitely. But you got to remember, even in the NWA records, you will hear Mexicans in them.
Right.
Oh yeah, I knew that. I knew that. 100%.
You sold crack to my sister, and now she's sick.
Yeah. Think about it. Yeah. What you thought Eazy-E was getting the cocaine from a black man? You got it fucked up.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
you know, like because you know, like we meeting for the first time. Okay, then you have to probably know Brownside. You know, rest his soul.
Yeah, shout out to the shout out to Joker, rest in peace. You feel me? Of course, you know, like those are those they laid out the foundation for people like me. You feel me? You think that they were not?
Like as soon as I heard that, I was like, okay, there's got to be connection. You know, like
yeah, even you know, like shout outs to the homies. You know, like shout outs to the OGs. You know, they paved the way for people like me to be able to be signed to Ruthless. You feel me? Shout out to Kid Frost too. A lot of people don't know Easy. Kid Frost. You feel me? A lot of people don't know that.
We fuck with Cuban Link, and they just did a show recently in Chicago.
Shout out to my brother out there in New York. I actually hooked up with him too. So shout out to the homie Cuban Link. Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
Yeah.
Cuban Link is dope.
Yeah, Cuban was just out here, so you know, I gotta pay homage when they out here. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
Did you guys get the link up?
They in the building right now. Panda Chop, are you familiar with Panda Chop? He's in the building right now. Shout out Panda Chop News.
Shout out to everybody. Yeah, you know, like some of my favorite rappers were Cuban Link and Big Pun.
Right.
Same here.
They was the code to me. They was the coldest shit.
Yeah, Mellow and Ace. Shout out to Mellow. I got a couple records that I wrote for Mellow. I got I wrote Kid Frost's last album. So you know, I've been doing the writing too. You know, for the OGs. Feel me?
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, Kid Frost is notorious. Just as well as yourself, bro. Just as well as yourself. You notorious too, bro. Yeah.
Appreciate you guys.
100%.
So how do you
shout out to all my supporters, bro. You know, I try to stay focused and continue dropping music. I'm just dropping music this year, left and right. I finally got my own distribution, doing everything myself. So I feel proud. Little Easy taught me the game, so now it's time to make my own moves. You know what I mean?
You just did a show with the homie Black C from RBL Posse. You just did a show with him. Yeah, shout out Black C.
I did a show with RBL Posse. Was lit. It was a dope ass Halloween show. It was just dope to go to these shows and see fans. I get a lot of fans that are popping up now, and that's just a blessing for me. You feel me?
And fans you didn't know you had, probably, like, you know, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's like,
when I say fans, I'm talking about people that I don't know. You feel me? That rock motherfuckers. I do. I know a lot of people, not, you know, I don't consider them my fans, even that they are, but I consider them family. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And family always tell you the right thing. Like, even if you're like,
tell me if I suck.
Like here's the thing: the Hood Smoker podcast also does. That's different. Is just, you know, like, all right, if we rock with somebody, we rock with somebody. We don't go off, you know, like somebody talking down on somebody like that. It's like, you know, if we have our relationship, shit, you know, that's how it is.
Yeah.
We don't go off that thing. It's like, oh, you can't fuck with that motherfucker. You know, like, nah, we got respect for each other, but we don't.
In this industry, a lot of motherfuckers do that. You know, I've had a couple people tell me, "Oh, don't fuck with this dude because he did this to me." Like, well, you know, your relationship with him ain't gonna be the same with me. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You know, that's what I'm not gonna allow another man to tell me how to feel, or a person to tell me how to feel. You know what I mean? I'm gonna feel for the way I want to feel, and I definitely, you know, I've learned a lot over the years of being in this industry that, you know, you can't judge these people from what they say. You know.
No, not at all. Yeah.
Yeah, because they
That's straight back, straight
Is it
back.
cool if I smoke? Is it cool if I smoke?
Oh yeah, yeah, hell yeah. We
Oh
wait,
yeah.
no, you're
I'm
not
over here
allowed.
drinking my wine, bro. I got some
Oh,
wine right here.
And also another thing, you can't fucking cuss. You can't fucking cuss, man.
Okay.
Yeah, no fucking cussing. God damn
No
it.
fucking cussing. We'll kick you off.
Don't
Asshole.
trip. I'll get the radio edits. Radio edits.
Yeah, nah, we mess with you.
Yeah, it's the podcast.
Yeah, no, yeah, we keep it hood, we
Yeah.
keep it raw, uncut. So no, but
No.
so you've been in the game for a minute now. You
Like
came up when the DJs was like the DJs was actually at one time in hip hop, like the DJ was on top of the rap. You know what I'm saying? DJ came first, like DJ Jazzy Jeff, First Prince, Eric B. Rakim, stuff like that. So right,
You know, for some people that don't know, I'm gonna let y'all know. DJ Yella is my DJ too.
shout
You feel
out
me?
to
I have
Yella.
besides Knockout and Little E, I'm the one that has an actual mixtape with the OG. You feel me?
Hey, the world class wrecking crew. The world class wrecking crew. Whoa,
Show y'all some crazy shit. I met DJ Yella at a signing, and I ended up being the first Mexican rapper with a CD with DJ Yella.
That's what's
It's my first CD that I brought out. And so when I was recording this CD with him, we would have these trips to the studio that would be taking like an hour and a half drive, right? So the whole time, it was never about rap. It was about DJing. I wanted to know who were our pioneers in the West Coast for DJing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And he broke it down to me. It's because, my first love has been DJing. I'm in my equipment room right now.
Yeah.
You feel me? The first thing I fell in love with as a kid, like besides, my mom's food, was DJing. And
I love it.
DJing to me is very, very important. So I had to ask, so shout outs to DJ Latin, feel me? Africa Bambata, and Curtis Blow for teaching Yella how to scratch. That's what's crazy. People don't know Curtis Blow was the first artist to come down from the East Coast to the West Coast and brought scratching to the DJs out here. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
like my other two partners on here, like you already know how Curtis Blow, yeah, like with me, yeah.
Started with the scratching, and then he just broke off and started being a good hip hop artist too. At the same time with the lyrics and stuff.
Compton, some of the best fucking rappers are DJs.
Yeah.
Very true. No, very true.
I mean, the name says DJ Quick.
Yeah, 100%.
It's like that in Detroit too. A lot of people don't realize that, but a lot of rappers started out like DJing. Like that's how they got their start and shit. You learn to MC, you playing a beat. We just had the DJ. We've had several DJs on here, and like shout out DJ Los, whose father actually worked with Death Row Records and shit.
Yeah.
Bush Smalls
and the clap that was around the world.
Yeah.
I gotta give Detroit props because Detroit's music selection is very different from New York, Chicago, LA, Miami. Detroit is like, I call it like a gumbo of music. Like it is just everything over there. You feel me? Like the trips that I had over there with Julio were like, no way, y'all listening to this shit? Electronic music with some beautiful, like, it's beautiful, dog. It's beautiful.
If Brother King X, he's our other host. He'll be coming on. I know he would say this right away, but would you say that we kind of just have that link, okay, like Detroit, and me being a West Coaster myself, from California, do you think we have that link? It's like California and Detroit just kind of has a natural bond,
Yeah, of the style. I mean, the people. You feel me? The people, we're just a gumbo of people everywhere. And, you get to mix in all this style of music and all these flavors. And you know what? I can say Detroit is very open-minded to music.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
You know what I mean?
Like I just shared a meme that had me rolling that was
one style of music and that's it, bro.
Right.
Real talk.
Like it's,
I had the proof with the picture. Like I came back from a couple months ago visiting Detroit, and I had to prove it. Which I'm not sure, you know, like what parts you went to, but you got to see Mexican Town.
Yeah,
Southwest.
yeah.
That's
I
my
did in the
neighborhood.
2000s, but I still saw a lot of black guys there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, people didn't believe me at first. You know, I was like, I'm going to take pictures of this. There really is
Yeah,
Mexican.
you know, we everywhere. We everywhere. For real, for real. We're like
It's the
fucking
largest
termites. We're
Latino
everywhere.
community
Give us a house,
in
we
the
bring them down.
Midwest. It's the largest Latino community in the Midwest, Southwest Detroit, and that's not just Mexicanos. There's Cubanos and
Because I had to get that picture. You know, people forget. Like, yeah, it's really it's weird.
You got Chinatown's all over the place too. Man, you got Chinatown and everywhere, man.
In LA, there's a Chinatown, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know who's working in those
restaurants,
Chinatown?
What's that?
I said, you know who's working in all those restaurants, right? In Chinatown. Mexicans.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Hey, for real though.
That's why the seasoning is right. That's why the seasoning is right.
Yeah, the seasoning is right because the Mexicans are cooking it.
Yes.
Me and my wife, we go to this ramen spot in Little Tokyo in downtown LA. We're thinking Japanese are cooking it. Man, we're hearing Mexican music in the background. Nah, this can't
Come
be.
popping out.
Yeah, Hector's out there cooking and shit while Pasan is taking the orders. Ain't that a bitch?
Bam. There you have it. See?
Oh,
Good
yeah.
Smoker Podcast. We talk about just anything under the sun. So it's like, us on here, we ain't like a typical journalists. We definitely, you know, like we're talking up with y'all, like whichever way you want to take the conversation, you know, we're not like journalists. We don't do that typical thing, be like, oh yeah, so
I've had those type of conversations. That's why I had asked, can I smoke? Because some motherfuckers be like, hey man, you can't cuz, you can't smoke. You know what I mean? So
yeah, that's some corny ass shit. Yeah, that's some corny shit.
We cannabis friendly, you know what I'm saying? We've had guests who don't smoke, but I mean, we definitely.
Oh yeah, no, actually, that's the other thing. Yeah, you don't even have to smoke to be on the Hood Smoker Podcast. That's the other thing.
We had
no,
did Just Ice smoke when he came on here? The legend Just Ice from New York.
Actually, yeah, I believe, No, actually, he was it surprises everyone.
Yeah, just a little bit, yeah.
Just a little bit, just a little bit.
Nah, we shit. I've been bumping your music like for the last week, couple weeks, like constantly, like steadily looking up music and shit, bumping that shit. That shit's dope as hell. And are you one of the pioneers? And like, would you say with mixing like Spanish with hip hop like that?
Nah. I can't take credit for that. I'm the first Mexican rapper out of Compton to actually drop a complete rap Spanish album coming out of Compton. I did accomplish it. So my last album that I dropped is called Compton. I dropped that album, and I did it the way like if Eazy-E was alive. So everything that I did, I was running it through Little Easy. So some of the Spanish rappers in the community here saw the vision before me. So I started rapping with my black friends. So all my shows will be full of black people. Feel me? But I will be rapping in English. And shout outs to Glasses Malone. He told me, and DJ Yella. Yeah, well, you know, we're all in the same circles. He told me, for you to really take over your people, you should rap in Spanish. So I kept denying it. Hell no, I don't want to. But I hang out with some of the best Spanish rappers there is. Grammy nominated, the whole thing. So let me give out these names. Shout out to Man Hablado, La Sinfonía 6, and Arsenal, and Bobby Castro. These gentlemen that are established Spanish rappers saw something in me that I didn't see. And that was the voice to be able to rap in Spanish. My first language is Spanish. So that's where they were confused. Like, why are you not rapping in Spanish? But, you know, hip-hop started with, you know, with the brothers. So to me, to have that validation, I did not want to give it up, but not knowing that I was not in my own lane. I was in their lane.
Yeah.
So my first song that I did in Spanish is the song called Somos de Compton that's out on YouTube. But I didn't write it. I'm that type of dude that was going to give his flowers to the people that helped me get to where I'm at. I write my own shit. Right. Don't get it twisted. I wrote for a lot of big people. You feel me? So I'm not just going to allow any motherfucker to write to me. I'm a very competitive man. And so for me to say, all right, let me hear what the fuck you got. My brother Man Hablado, one of my best friends, was like, let me put the pen for you. I see something that you're not seeing. So when he wrote it, I think verses. If you hear what he wrote, how I delivered it and brought it to life, you will see the difference. I put in the work too. I made those words my own. I erased his delivery because Spanish rappers don't rap like people like us. You feel me? Because I was brought around the right motherfuckers. So what I did, I would rap it like if I would rap it in English, but I put the Spanish words to it. Right. You feel me? Yes. And that gave it a whole nother sauce. So after I did that, I was like, oh shit, this shit is fun. So I literally recreated myself. And I'm gonna give y'all the sauce because I'm not that type of dude. I came up with a way to create a new Spanish. Because the shit that my black friends taught me, we won't say that in Spanish. You don't say rolling shotgun in Spanish, but I do. You feel me? Right. So I started to create a whole nother slang with both cultures. And I created the Compton album. And, you know, every person that hears that motherfucker tells me like, yo, you came up with some. Even my black friends be like, I don't know what the fuck you saying on it. It goes. But you know,
right. I was just telling Blatonio that list.
In Spanish rap. You feel me? Because I'm crossing it over. I'm crossing it over now. You feel me? And so my Compton album was that to create that. And I threw the release party on Rosecrans and Long Beach Boulevard, something that Easy E would have done. No one's ever done this. I went to all the neighborhoods because all the neighborhoods love me. You feel me? So I went to the Blood, I went to the Cribs, I went to the essays that roam that area and let them know that for 5 hours, I don't want to hear shit. I want everyone to come and celebrate with me. And I had Crips and Bloods and essays that do not get along, chilling with each other. It was a magical moment for Compton for that one day. You feel me? And a lot of people tell me like, hey, dog, why you didn't invite me? I'm like, oh, my dog, because it ain't that type of party. If I would have invited the knuckleheads, you know what I mean? Yeah, I invited all the main people that were going to really enjoy that day. You know what I'm saying?
True hip hop.
I got pictures with people that don't supposed to be together. You know? And to me, that Spanish album did that. We crossed over the bridges and we did that. I just released another album last week called Golden Brown. I did that with my cousin. So, you know, my cousin's been watching me do this all his time. So it was time for him to come out. And the motherfucker sounded like Tupac in Spanish. You feel me? He's got that pain. His mom's crack kid. You know what I mean? He's from Watts and Compton like me. That's my mom's sister. But I haven't seen my auntie in forever. You feel me? So I felt like it was time to give him something that he could build from. And we did that album together. So that's out right now on all digital platforms. It's called Golden Brown. I just dropped it. You feel me? So
hey, send the links and stuff like after for sure. You like we can promote it in future shows.
Those are the you guys in the morning. Those are the links that I was sending you guys in the morning. But yeah, you know, like to me to say that I'm the one that created that, I can't just take that sauce like that because I had help. You feel me? I had help.
Yeah. And that's straight real. You got most of these people out here, they don't even acknowledge their ghostwriter at all. You know,
and you know, like the records that I'm dropping this Friday, Amigos, that was written by La Sinfonia 6 and Arsenal. Now, after I did that song, I had to stop it. I was like, look, thank you guys. The training wheels are off. You feel me? I'm not going to continue because, like I said, I'm a competitive man. So I started writing my own lyrics. And the Compton album, all of it was written by me. So that was another thing. I imagine, doing all these songs by yourself, and now it's time to show it to them. The people that are, won Grammys and all that. So I sat them in the studio, and they just loved it. So to me, it's a way to recreate myself on another platform, and it's been a beautiful moment. I just did a show in the city right here in Huntington Park. And I'm rapping in Spanish, and I got all kinds of flavors of music. And I never had old ladies come up to me and tell me that they love my music. Old ladies, you feel me?
Yeah, you go
Now, excuse me. I love you. I mean, not like that. Just man. I love. People that are like my grandmas. They telling me that I sound dope, that I sound beautiful, and that my messages are really dope. I never thought I was gonna have that. So me rapping in Spanish is 100% way better. And like I tell people, I'm in my lane now. I'm where I'm supposed to be at. This is where God wanted me to be at. And I feel that every day now that I do shows. I'm doing major shows, and I'm having different people telling me that they love my music. Not just, the hip hop community is what I'm trying to tell you.
Right.
Yeah. Out of the hip hop community, I'm starting to find fans. And that's, it's amazing for me.
Legit, legit, yeah. Organic.
Once I started doing the Spanish music, I started thinking about my childhood. So I started creating music from my childhood. In my childhood, my mom played all kinds: salsa, merengue, cumbias, Madonna, Michael Jackson. So
at Romero, that's east of the 10.
So I figured out how to try to put it all together, and I have that music. I have that music that will touch those type of people now.
That's what's up.
Hell yeah. So when did you get into music? When did you know hip hop? That was what you was doing. That was your life. That was your career. That was hip hop was you.
84. 84.
What up?
My neighbor had.
Yeah, I got froze for a little bit.
Let's say like 1990. My neighbor had a turntable next door. That's the first time I fell in love with hip hop. My neighbor was doing what they call doubles, DJs, 2 copies, going back to back, and he was going back to back with the DOC, the Funky Enough.
Oh,
Damn,
Funky Enough.
What is that? And man, turn on the TV, and I see Master J.
Biggie and Pac in my book. Yeah, he's up there with Biggie and Pac in my book.
You said Biggie and Pac?
He didn't die. He didn't die, but he lost his voice.
You said he's up there with it? That's dope. That's dope. That's really
shout out
my
person. Yeah.
I feel like Ren should have those flowers too.
Oh my God! Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Was
the villain? You were just
by Ren. You feel me?
Shout out MC Ren.
Yeah, I feel like Ren doesn't deserve.
Didn't get enough flowers. Yeah,
he deserves. Like me, Ren. Yeah. Formula, come on, bro.
Yeah. Classic. That'll never die. That'll never die.
Energy.
Just playing in the background.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, the formula. He's a very humble dude, MC Ren. Just chilling in the background.
Oh yeah.
I think he had something to do with
like connecting. Have you met with Ren?
Yeah. I've been blessed. Well, when they were doing the Straight Outta Compton movie, Yella's my DJ. I'm part of Ruthless. Yella was like, I want you to come see everything. So I was there. I could say 75% of the time that they were filming all the concert parts, I was there. And so I got to have dinner with everybody except Dre.
Oh.
Yeah. Everybody was there. I got to do with
epic,
all that. Like, you know what, man? Shout outs to my OG. Yella has kept me moving, bringing me to the concerts. Like, I get to do big shit when Yella calls me, and it's a blessing. It's a blessing to just say Yella's my DJ. You know?
Right.
No, it is. No. No. Thanks for bringing that up too. You know, that's dope. Shout out to Yellow. So,
Yeah. Shout out to the OG. The OG is taking
now, do
me.
you have a friendship with Lonzo? I mean, we've had Lonzo on, so that's why I was gonna.
You know what? I've met him a couple times, but not like phone call away relationship. No, you know who he knows who I am. I know who he is. You know,
Yeah.
I'm that type of person. I'm not, hey, let me get your number, bro. Just because I just met the dude. And I'm not like that. I just can't.
Yeah.
I can't be that person. You know, I am who I am. That's just how I'm gonna be. You feel me?
Yeah. No. I was
A
just
lot
curious
of
because
people-
we've had him on and stuff, but yeah, like when we on that tip and stuff, I know Yella and him still like do stuff on and off, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, they go to the same church. Yeah, I've been there a couple times too. I've been to a couple times where Yellow's like, "Hey, I want you to come to church today." So me and Eric go. It's really dope because when we go out of town, like they bring me out first, and I do my thing, and then Eric comes out, and I get to be Eric's hype man. So it's really dope, bro. And shout outs to his sister Erica and his brother Derek. They're all my family. Like they don't treat me like the Mexican out of the squad. They treat me like the brother. And I love that. I really, really love that.
That's what's up.
That's
Yeah.
dope. Yeah, that's dope as fuck.
Yeah, a lot of all that stuff that you hear about the relationship between blacks, Mexicans, and even whites and even white people, is a lot of media hype. On a lot of media hype. Keeping stuff scrambled up, but real recognize real.
Definitely.
Real recognize real. I don't care what ethnic background you are. If you're real, you real. And you know what's going on. And like a lot of the stuff that's on the outskirts is not the truth until you start really walking and seeing stuff for yourself,
Yeah. Well, I've known Eric before he rapped. I was Eric's first DJ. So at the rec, I was there when they made him a rapper. You feel me?
Damn, bro.
So like, Eric didn't want to rap. Little Easy did not want to rap. We called him Fubu. He always wear the nice Fubu t-shirts. Always had money in his pocket. If you notice, he's in none of the Eazy-E videos. It's only Derek. E3 was supposed. E3. That's why I think that's why God gave E3 the voice and Little Easy the face. So when they, I'm gonna kick y'all down with some knowledge. I mean, it's out there in the documentary anyways. Yella already said this. So when they made the Eazy-E hologram, they used Little Easy's structure and face, but they used E3's voice.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So the little kid that Eazy used to have in all the videos, that's E3. That's not Little Easy. They're my brothers, so they know. They know I'm gonna kick the real truth. Yeah, but Little Easy, him looking like his father. I've seen people break down like they think it's Eazy-E because he looks so much like his father.
Yeah.
And shout out to the OG, rest in peace. Like I tell people, man, everything is happening for a reason. He wanted us to continue this legacy. So every show that I do when I'm done, I always say that. When I say Eazy, y'all say E because we're here to continue his legacy.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people were saying like Lil Eazy should have, of course, should have played Eazy in the movie, but just credentials.
Look, I'm gonna tell y'all this. I said the same shit to Yella, right? And listen, would you be able to act as your father?
Well, Ice Cube did.
Yes.
That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
No. Listen to this.
Okay.
His son, Ice Cube's son, went to acting school to become an actor.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. Well, no, that's true. Yeah, I did hear about that. Yeah.
You're gonna learn how to act the way that these people are gonna want you to act just because you look like a person. The acting part is very important. And I'm gonna say my brother didn't go to acting school. He tried to get the part on just the looks.
Right now,
they're not gonna
when the work is saying for
I'm gonna say this. Jason Mitchell is one of my best friends, gives me a call all the time. That's the actor that acted as Eazy-E. You feel me?
Oh,
I'm gonna tell you this. he knows how to. He did a great job, bro. He did a great job. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I never looked at it as bad. You know, it's like
some of my cousins saw him. Some of my little cousins saw him with me, and they didn't call him Jason Mitchell. They called him Easy E. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he carried the Jerry curls, even the Jerry curls. He carried the Jerry curls well.
I'm gonna tell y'all this. Growing up, I'm a Richie Valens fucking fan. I thought Lou was Richie Valens. I was telling my mom, Richie doing look, Richie on Young Guns. So you gotta understand this. These are culture, you know. Yes, I agree. I wanted my brother to be part of the movie because I would have been there every day. You know what I mean?
I think the same thing. Yeah, we can also say about like ODB. You know, like with the Wu-Tang series and stuff. He was like, he looks the part, but yeah, the acting part, he didn't have the chops. You know, like
of course. You know, I gotta say that you gotta be an actor to be in a movie. You know what I'm saying? You know, like that's just what it is, bro. I don't think the guy that they got to be Snoop Dogg looked like Snoop, but he acted just like him.
Yeah, see that? Yeah.
Right? And that was the main thing, you know?
Nah, for real, yeah. Same thing with
Hey, Kiki. Hey, Kiki, how do you feel about the NWA documentary? Do you feel like the NWA documentary was right on point, or do you think that it wasn't true enough?
Well, you know, when you're taking 5 different stories, because there was 5 members, it's really hard to get it right. You don't agree?
Yeah.
Because
like
it's just so much for every person because they're all superstars in their own way. You know, they all brought something to the table. People don't know that Yella produced for Bone Thugs. For the love of money, that's Yella.
Whoa! Now that you say it, it sounds like it too. Whoa!
I don't know that. Like everyone's a superstar. I mean, they should be giving his flowers the way they give Dre the flowers. You know, because Yella made some big ass beats himself. No, a lot of people don't know that Ren did a lot of the writing too. So did DOC. Cube did not write the whole thing like people think.
Right.
So again, you're never gonna get it right because there's so many different stories. So to me, like to get somebody legendary like that, like my mom always trips out because my mom loved Yella. My mom worked at Louis Burgers in Compton. It's the most famous burger stand in Compton, and she remembers all of them coming in when they were broke. You feel me? But Dr. Dre, none of them acknowledged that. To me, in the Super Bowl, I was disgusted that it was Tams, not Louis Burgers, but that's another big story. You see? It's just
Super Bowl.
I call Compton the mecca of West Coast hip hop. If you like it or not, nobody got more platinum plaques than Compton.
That's facts. Hey,
And we hope
NWA changed my life.
But you cannot fuck with the people that come out of Compton in sports and in music.
Shit, Tayshaun Prince came from Compton to Detroit. Won championship.
Brother, Serena Williams, come on, bro. We can continue going.
Yeah, Venus and Serena, yeah.
There's a couple of comedians too.
Hey, Venus and Serena were born in Saginaw, Michigan, and moved to Compton though and shit. So shout out to Sag Nasty and shit.
From there. Yeah.
So there's a documentary coming out called 100 Years of Compton. And you know, for me to be the Mexican rapper out of that is just beautiful because I'm in a documentary with Kendrick, Venus, Serena, Dre, Quick. You know, shout out to my brother Hub City Dre. You know, councilman for District 9. A lot of people just, you know, I do community things for both sides of my community. So, you know, I'm in this documentary coming out next summer. 100 Years of Compton on Netflix. So y'all look out for that, bro. It's big. It's humongous. It's one of the biggest things.
Actually, if you have a trailer that's coming out for, you know, like, and we can show it
in the trailer. That's what's crazy. So when they took me to go see the trailer, I could not believe that I was in the fucking trailer, bro. That's just The hair is
We gotta get the trailer. We gotta
That's
get the
real
trailer.
talk. You know, like, yeah. We got too many haters in this thing that don't give people enough credit, you know, in that where it's like, you know, we got too many people being like, oh,
the people that don't get the credit are the best people. The people in the background are the best people.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You know, I think just being humble is good enough for my community to tell me that I'm doing it. It's good enough for me. Like if you ain't popping in your hood, then that's not your hood. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So, you know, for me to have Compton and Watts back me up the way they back me up, it's a blessing to me. You know, like I love my position and where I'm at and what I'm doing. I'm bringing out more and more every day. These next 3 months, y'all gonna see bodies of music. I finally got to go ahead and do what you want to do. Like for reals, yeah, this is how you do it.
Nice.
I was like, oh, see, that's what I love about Little Easy, bro. Like that man sat me down, was like, look, man, this is how you do it. You don't gotta wait on me. You do this and do it yourself. Here, this is all. Gave me all the keys to all the doors.
Man,
you know
that.
So I love Lil E for that, man. Like Yella, everybody, Big A, all my support team. You know, shout out to Eddie V and Betty. Like I have the right team to push me in the Spanish market now. You know, like a lot of people trip out that I have a lot of black fans. I have a shitload of black fans, and they're the ones supporting me the most, dog, in my Spanish game. That now people are starting to catch up, and I love it. I'm not tripping, you know, like I wanted me to shine now, and I accept that. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, do you think it was kind of politics in the beginning? You're like trying to keep that separated. You're like now it's like kind of like putting a foot in the door. You know, like
the early 2000s was hard for everybody, bro. If you were not wearing a long T-shirt and a headband with a do rag and a hat, you were not popping. You feel me? The early 2000s was bling bling era. It was a whole different thing. I feel like
big time.
Thanks to COVID, everything got reset.
Yeah.
And now you know that was crazy because people started to hear lyrics again. You know, and I feel like, you know, right now underground hip hop is really taking off like that. You know, shouts to Griselda for paving the way. You know, you know, like I just feel like that style of music is dope because, you know, like I said, I DJ, so I rap on all my crates. So I don't just rap one style of music. You know, I just released the Boom Bap album, The Golden Brown, featuring Jay Huerta, TJ Gibson, and La Sinfonía.
I love that title, by the way. I love that title.
Yeah, that was my producer's idea. Shout out to John Henry. It was all John Henry's idea. The beats were produced by John Henry. He picked the body of music. I just picked the subjects. So one day we were chilling, and he's like, you know, we Golden Brown. And I was like, word. So we named the album Golden Brown. It's just 5 songs, but it's all produced with live instruments and an MPC.
Oh, dope.
So it's a whole different vibe, live bass. You know what I mean? Got the DJ scratching. So it's a real different feel. Listen to the production alone will impress the fuck out of you. Then me and my cousin, we really did the Spanglish. We really mixed it up. Words, everything.
That's what I love.
You know? And then on one song we did the Run DMC back to back, word to word. You know, I wanted to show him.
I missed that element. Yeah. No,
so there's a song. The first song on there is called Big Boy. And we literally, it's like a phone call and we're talking to each other. So it's bar, 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 bar. You know, word. Then we started sharing words. So, you know, I wanted to show him the real essence of hip hop. Because now, you know, he's working on his own music. So, because this is my little cousin, you know, like real blood cousins. I know everybody calls each other cousins nowadays, but it's like my real blood cousin, moms and sisters. So, you know, he grew up with us his whole life. So he understands the rap game, you know.
I'm sure you know some Samoans. So, like, you know, we got that, like Samoan. Yeah.
I have 2 kids in New Zealand. My 2 kids are in New Zealand. So I have 2 Mexican, half Martys, but I know a shitload of Samoans. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I know
that's what I mean. But everybody cousins.
I'm from Compton, you know, there's a lot of Samoans. Shout out to the Park Villages. Those are my peoples out there. So, You know, there's a big old Samoan community in Compton, right in back of Compton High. You know, I'm an original Tar Babe. You know, class of '94.
Talking about Samoans. Let me give a shout out to the Booyah tribe. Booyah tribe.
Yeah. Salute. I got the chance to meet Cobra. He dope people. Yeah.
Definitely, man.
That's what's up.
Yeah. You know, and R.I.P. to Godfather.
Godfather, yeah. That's what's up, bro. Yeah, man. You know, I'm gonna be.
We got bass. Yes, we got bass.
That's my shit, bro. You know, like a lot of people when they see me DJ, they trip out because I'll play those type of records. You know, I dig into the crate. I go heavy.
You mentioned live bass, so that's why I had it.
Yeah. You know, some people don't understand where the roots is at, so that's why we're getting a lot of music that's repetitive. You feel me? Because you know, they're not being taught the right roots of hip hop. You know, and I mean that's cool and everything. You know, because there's an audience for everything. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't trip on on the new style of music because you know I feel if you have an audience you should go for it. Just because I'm selling push and you're selling mids doesn't mean I should knock your hustle.
Right.
You feel me? You know, like I mean I'm not gonna listen to it. I'm not gonna smoke. You feel me? It's the same thing. You feel me? I got my people that I like to listen to. You know what I mean? I fuck with a lot of styles of music because I'm a DJ, so I have to stay current on what's going on with music. Right. So I take that and put it in my music. You feel me? So again, Busta Rhymes was from the leaders of the new school.
The chocolate chip Charlie.
You can ask a little kid that's 5-10 years old who Busta Rhymes is, he's gonna be saying, "Yeah, the guy that rapped with Chris Brown."
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
Right? Because he knows that music doesn't have time, doesn't have dates. It's forever. And if you move with it, you can be forever too. You feel me? You move with the styles. And he knows how to do that, and that's why I do it. You know, this. So I just dropped, a boom bap album, Golden Brown. Now I'm about to drop. I'm a Scorpio, so I'm dropping every weekend a new motherfucking songs. All three songs per weekend. Feel me? And so I'm dropping a new album. Called Primo, People Running Into Money Options. Primo. You feel me? And that's more commercial style of music. You feel me? So
I got 3 links down there.
never could relate to money problem.
Check them out. We played one of the videos with you and Lil E.
Oh yeah, that was so that's off my Compton album. That's what I'm telling y'all. Imagine this, calling Little Easy and telling him, I just wrote you a verse for my album. I want you to come late. And he's like, man, shoot it over right now. When he heard it, he was like, my boy, you about public things. He taught me about public. He let me keep all the credit, all the money for that. It was just, So I wrote, like I said, I wrote everything on that album. And I'm so proud to say that. You feel me? Like Little E was just an exciting thing to do with him. Watching my brother rap my verses was just the coolest shit ever, bro. You feel me? And when I put the homie Remick from Mexico, Remick is a humongous artist from Mexico, and for him to want to jump on the track alone was really, really dope. I met him on some like, hey, what up? Through some people. And the dude heard the song and jumped on it like it was nothing. So for us to go to Mexico and shoot the video and shoot it in LA, that was just another blessing, me. And for Little Easy to do the traveling with me and then do the promo behind it, I ended up getting good numbers on that video. Feel me? So that's catapult me into what I'm doing next.
Hell yeah.
And shout out to
I can't wait to hear your new content, brother.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
I can't wait to hear it.
yeah, I can say I put my foot in these, and I got some producers from the locks. I ended up getting, just a style of New York to add to the Spanish that I'm doing. And shout outs to Mini Boom, shout outs to Day Fourth, and shout outs to Man Hablado that and Choco Beats. They produced a lot of the whole albums. Shout outs to Be Ready. Be Ready produced the song I'm dropping on Friday called Amigos, Originales, and Cuerno de Chivo. Those are the three that I'm dropping this weekend. So I'm just dropping a shitload of music that I've been working on, and I had it tucked in. And now that I got the green light to do everything that I need to do, I'm letting go. I'm finishing off the year big to start the new projects in January. So I'm working on 3 more projects now. I'm just staying ahead.
That's what's up.
I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna make sure to share that around, Kiki. Definitely, if you get with my Facebook,
No doubt.
my Facebook is Christopher Jordan. I got a picture of buckwheat. If you see a picture of buckwheat on there, that's my Facebook
That's
profile.
crazy. Wait up. I think my
buckwheat from the Little Rascals. Yeah, that's my
Did you know somebody that related to buckwheat?
Okay.
That's my nephew.
Okay, Pokey.
Okay, my wife's nephew's great grandpa is buckwheat, the original buckwheat.
Oh shit!
Wait a minute, I know something.
You heard it here on the Hood Smokers
Podcast
Podcast.
right there.
That's crazy, right? One day we were watching, I think we were watching the Little Rascals, and she told me, that's my nephew's great grandpa. Yeah, that's crazy, right?
Damn.
Hey, you know what? I just gotta say this real quick. I enjoyed having conversations with you guys. You guys got great vibe, great energy. Beautiful people, man. Love you guys for real. This shows so much unity here. This shows so much unity. Just good people. Different colors coming together and loving each other's energy and conversation. So I want to let y'all know, man. This man. Thank you guys for real.
Thanks for coming up.
Gracias.
Yeah. That's right.
Dex is usually out here. He said he's having technical difficulties.
For real, you should do that as a t-shirt. I would buy that t-shirt.
What up?
Right. Mucho gusto.
The human race. That should be your t-shirt. Yo.
The t-shirt?
Yeah, I'll buy that t-shirt.
Oh yeah, that's a dope t-shirt.
I got this in the hood, Southwest. At the flea market in Southwest. Over on Central.
You go over there?
Huh? No, over here. Detroit.
They go like hotcakes. Hotcakes on 420. True, start selling that a week before 420. Them shirts go like hotcakes.
Oh yeah, no doubt. No, but
Oh man, that's
shit,
nice.
You ever think of doing cause we fuck with Cuban Link tight, you know what I'm saying? We fuck with them heavy and shit. We've had them out 3 times, and we like built a relationship with them like through time. We're bringing them to Detroit, you know what I'm saying, to rock some shows and shit.
One love, Cuban Link.
But you ever think of doing a track with Cuban Link? Cause I know his last single was in Spanish.
So I met him through my brother GQ, the embassy out of Florida. He's from New York. Y'all gotta tap in with him too. They got songs together, and I got songs with GQ. You feel me? GQ, when he comes to LA, he comes to, that's my brother. That's my Puerto Rican brother. He comes here. He's from the Low Lives. You feel me? The Polo Crew Lives. So I ended up meeting through him, but that's on the bucket list. That's why I went to go say what's up to him.
Oh yeah.
What's up?
You know who else was with the Low Lives was
GQ's homeboy. You know what I mean? Like you got to do those things sometimes. You know what I mean? And I did it to that I wanted to throw it out in the air. So let's throw it out one more time to make that real. Definitely want to do a song with Cuban Link. His mixtapes were my inspiration. You know what I mean? Like for real. Like people don't know, like he was one of the real rappers out of Terror Squad to me.
Hell yeah.
You know,
That's what I'm saying.
agreed. You know, like I try and tell people all beefs aside and stuff like that. You know, like you know,
I mean, I played his songs. He emailed me his track like way before they came out. I was spinning them out here.
Oh
You
shit!
know what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so-
When you was a DJ,
you know, like, I get the DJ right here in the room, and I be getting it popping out. I do my own little, DJ shit. Shout out to my wife. I was having writer's block for the last year, and it almost made me feel like I was giving up on hip hop. And she was like, you know what? She bought me this controller to remind me that I'm a DJ also, that I'm not just a rapper.
Yeah.
So I DJing again last year. I mean, I ended up with speakers and all this shit because, gigs started coming out again. But if it wasn't for DJing, I wouldn't have been writing no more. The DJing kept me in love with hip hop, and I would go do graph because, I'm a grapher too. So I go graphing with my homies. And out of nowhere, one day I just started writing again. And came out with all this material that's about to drop. I went to back. Shout out to my producers. To real talk, I didn't tell them that I was having writer blocks, but them motherfuckers kept sending me badass beats.
Yeah,
that make you want to rap if you like it or not.
I can relate, but it was just
Yeah, so
I mean, it sounds like you built some friendships with like some of your heroes. Like like that's what I think a lot of us have done is build friendships with some of our heroes, and they talk about real talk. It just sounds like you live a little. Like I always say, is you live a little, then you write a little. You rap. Like
and I was going through that situation in my life that I had to live a little because I was writing too much.
Yeah, constantly. Yeah.
And I'm glad you said that because I needed that. You made it sense to me now. You feel me? It makes sense to me now, and I appreciate you for that, brother. Because it didn't make sense to me. You feel me? I'm like, why did I get this writer's block? Because I had to live a little. And now I know that. Thanks to you, bro. Appreciate you, my dog. Real.
No, you always got a friend in me right here too. Like definitely. Like you can hit me up any like on the homie shit. Like shit.
Right.
Fuck the music stuff. Like really, that's kind of what I. Yeah.
Excuse me.
What's that? Oh.
Look, I live in Watts right now, but my whole life, I'm born and raised in Compton, but my grandma always lived in Watts. To this day, still lives on 92nd and Wilmington. So imagine this. My mom had me young. She's going out to dance at the club, Florentine Gardens. They're sending me to grandma's house.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I've always bounced back and forth from Compton and Watts my whole life. So my mom ended up buying a house in Watts Towers.
Oh, that's right. Yep. Yep. So See, we connect with everybody. Yeah.
That's dope. So Compton and Watts are the cities next to each other. If you ever see the movie Colors, that's the building they crashed the car into.
Yes, sir.
I live literally across the street from that, but that is the next city down from Compton. Compton and Watts, when you go to jail, you run together. They call it up to the
Hey, in the movie,
He just took me back for that too. Though. Like, I'm picturing the dog right now.
Hey, in the movie Boys in the Hood, though, they made it look like they were scared to go to Compton when he took them to Compton, and they was like when he took not Cuban then, but Cuba Gooding Jr. and he took him down there for what's his name?
That was actually L.A. They just said that they were going to Compton. That's actually South Central.
Oh wow. No, there was a scene where he took him down there to Compton to like punish him.
That was actually filmed in South Central. That was actually filmed in South Central. That was not filmed in Compton.
Oh,
See, that's when they do films like that. Yeah. Corner, every crack in Compton and South Central, Watts. These are my neighborhoods where, I grew up. And like I said, I DJ'd. So I DJ'd everywhere in the city. When I was freshly out of high school, I was the hottest house party DJ you could get. You feel me? And that's how I made myself known. So South Central, Compton, and Watts, man, I would DJ everywhere. Crips, Bloods, Essex. I was there. I was there DJing for a lot of gangs.
Did you go by a different name, or has it always been Kiki?
DJ DVS. DJ DVS.
Okay. I think that's important. Like people can hear that. Like if they want to look at,
so dangerous, violent skills, but my hood was devious minded, and that's where I got it from. You feel me?
Yeah. No, that's what's up. Like we want to recognize that. If we put a spotlight on.
To my homies, because if it wasn't for my homies, I would have never got the job at Easy E's record store. My homeboys told me, "Man, you're popping," and I told them, "I'm gonna go around the world and DJ." He told me, one of my homeboys told me, "How you gonna go around the world if you always kicking it with us? Look at us, we got guns and we selling dope."
Right.
They said Easy E's got a record store on the other side of Compton. You should try to go get a job there. You'll be better off. The next day, one of my homeboys died, and that's what made me go over there. Feel me?
Yeah. Homeboy died, but that was love. Whoever told you that, you know what I'm saying?
Great love.
Yeah, and that's my homie Basilini. Shout out to all my homies from Compton. This Mother crowd. Yeah, they always saw that in me. They they would go support me and all that, but they would see me that I was out there doing more than just the normal house DJ. I was hanging out with rappers. I was trying to figure this hip hop shit out. I wanted to be DJ Yella. Oh God.
Right. Did you go cross seas with Yella just recently? I know he shot across seas, and didn't they shoot across seas? Like I
didn't go with them. They went to what was it, Korea or China? One of them two. Yeah, they've been going out there doing their things.
You hit me deep on that, bro.
When I get those calls from Eric and Yella, like I don't give a fuck what I'm doing. I'm out. Like November 11th, I'm out to Arizona. Those type of things, I'm out. So that's the type of things that I do.
That's what's up. That's dope. Shout out
to you ever in AZ, man? You always got a homie here, man.
Oh man, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Next year I'm gonna be going to a lot of different places, Detroit. So I'm gonna be hitting y'all up, man. I got a beautiful team that's helping me out. My wife is calling me for dinner.
Oh shit, yeah, we
understand that. We respect that too, man.
Shit, we ain't trying to hold you.
You can call me anything you want to. But you can't call me late for dinner.
We'll play. I got a couple more videos I'm gonna play too.
We have a if she's Latina, I understand. If she's Latina, I understand too. It's a part Latina.
I'm a very white home cooking meals. You feel me? Home cooking meals.
Yeah. Eating good.
Okay, I've heard that before. Yeah,
we don't want to hold you up. We appreciate you coming out. Like any music, all that, we'll share it around. You know what I'm saying?
So we got I'm dropping 3 songs. Let me just say it now. I haven't even made the announcement. I'm gonna just drop them. But this Friday I'm dropping Amigos. Saturday I'm dropping Originales. Sunday I'm dropping Cuerno de Chivo. Next week I'm starting to drop the Primo album. So I'm gonna be dropping a lot of music. I got 4 videos dropping in this month. So man, just look out. Everything, everything, or just go to kikismooth.com, but everything is Kiki Smooth. Or the best thing you can do, if you don't remember that, Google the first Mexican rapper out of Compton. And this motherfucker pops out.
That's what's up.
That's dope.
That's the keywords right there.
You coming out, bro. It was an honor.
Really appreciate you guys. Big shout outs to all of you guys. You guys have a beautiful, beautiful night. And thank you guys again. And for anything y'all need me to
thank you, Kiki.
Y'all got me. Y'all in Compton and Watts, hit me up, man. I got y'all. No problem.
No doubt.
You
No
feel me?
doubt.
Hey,
thank you,
Same
Kiki.
thing. Same thing.
You guys, send me you guys' addresses. I'm mailing out every single one of you guys a whole package that I got with my book. I got all kinds of shit coming. I will email you. I mean, I will send it to you guys. So just DM me you guys' addresses, and I'm sending you guys all a package with a T-shirt and a hat. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys.
Much love.
Love you too, brother. Love you too, brother.
Yeah.
Live with little rapper.
Kiki Smooth, y'all. Compton in the
Mucho
building.
gusto, mucho
The Hood
gusto.
Smokers Podcast. It was an honor, brother. Much love.
Hey,
Compton,
love you guys.
baby. Salute. We gonna get through a couple videos. I don't know what this is, Canna Express, but I don't know what the hell that is. It's saying their camera and their mics off, but they've been trying to tap in. And Brother King X was trying to get in, and he said he couldn't get in, so I don't know if that's why. I'm not sure and shit, unless Brother King X was trying to get in under a different account, maybe. I'm not sure.
Don't know.
Really sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what it is.
I see.
Do you see it up
I
there?
see you said you're from Canada. You're from Canada.
Yeah.
You say you're from Canada. I can see your Canadian weed flag in the back. Yeah. that's nice. I like that.
I can't see it. I can't see it.
Oh yeah.
Who is it? I'm confused. Well, shit. I got some music we can play. How about we jump into a video?
Oh yeah, Canada has a lot of dispensaries and stuff coming up.
Who you talking to, Christopher Jordan?
Yep.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
And for the moments, right? Yeah.
Yeah. No. Who you talking to though? Oh shit! Like, what's capping? Let's just say capping. Live. I just got a notification live, but I'm not gonna say nothing else about that. We're gonna jump into Todo featuring Jayetta. This is Kiki Smooth on the Hood Smokers Podcast. I'm gonna mute my microphone. Turn this shit up, y'all.
I'm gonna mute mine right now.
Todo negro mi camisa y pasamontaña. Todo negro mi escuadra y tu pantalla. Todo negro.
Oh, he's playing the song right now.
Mis zapatos y mis pantalones. Todo negro mi camisa y pasamontaña. Todo negro mi escuadra y tu pantalla. Todo negro. Es lo que pasa porque es que es un juego.
Dressed in all black, a villain like MC Ren, Mayday on the front line. Rebel music back again. Esto es pa' mis camaradas por las temporadas que pasaron en el hoyo de una pinche jaula. We still out here, papá. Tell them they don't want no drama. Le damos rebanadas porque uno nunca sabe cuando le toca balas.
Los hago quemar llanta en aquellas chanclas. Ellos no quieren humo, esta máscara sagrada. Se pasea por las calles, siempre seré amada. Si se pasa de lanza me vuelvo Mario Almada. En las películas donde no se le acaban las balas, reduciendo la competencia a la casi nada. So if you wanna step up to the plate, y'all motherfuckers could get served up like sirloin steak. Mis zapatos y mis pantalones, todo negro mi camisa y pasamontaña. Todo negro mi escuadra y tu pantalla. Todo negro es lo que pasa porque es que es un juego. Mis zapatos y mis pantalones, todo negro mi camisa y pasamontaña. Todo negro mi escuadra y tu pantalla. Todo negro es lo que pasa porque es que es un juego. Black on black, Draco, everything negro. We let them things fly, coming out the heavy metal. Slugs itching to your mugs, y'all don't want no bedo. Riding round town in quads with my cousin Beto. Take a wrong turn in these bucks, shit can turn fatal. Laces out the cannons, dressed in black like Darth Vader. Set it up and shoot 'em up like it was Space Invader. Chop it up, bag it up, feed it to the alligators.
I'm in that old black sarape, Zapata with a rocket. Old black ski mask, Marcos el
What up, though,
comandante.
Big Wings? What up, though,
Todo
Flint?
bien gigante. Johnny's trying to split the leg y esto no es karate porque esto sí es guerra. Lo tengo en las venas, camiseta puesta de la mamba negra. Nadie me gana. I'm bringing the trophy back home. I'm feeling like the king, got my 4 rings on.
Mis zapatos y mis pantalones, todo negro mi camisa y pasamontaña. Todo negro mi escuadra y tu pantalla. Todo negro Es lo que pasa por creer que es un juego. Mis zapatos y mis pantalones, todo negro, mi camisa y pasa montaña. Todo negro, mi escuadra y tu pantalla. Todo negro, es lo que pasa por creer que es un juego.
Did I just see Telefib? Is that Telefib?
Find that down there in the links below. Make sure you check it out, Kiki Smooth. We got another one too. But did you say something? Did I hear you say something about Telefib? Is Telefib?
Yeah, I just seen Telefib. Yeah.
Do we got Telefib?
He was in the midst.
I don't know what's going on with this Canna Empress. What's happening with it? I'm trying to look at it. I don't see it saying everything's. The cameras off. I don't know who they are.
Well,
I don't know if you know who y'all are, but
I can see you, but Jay Gutta can't see you. I can see you.
Yeah, no, I can't see it. But do we got Telefib in the building? I'm gonna go ahead and let Telefib get ready if he is about to join us. Y'all stay tuned because we might have an appearance from Telefib. But
Telefib was just getting down to Kiki Smooth.
You know what? I played this video earlier, but it's got a little Easy E on it. I'm gonna play it again and shit. This shit hard as fuck. Let's go. It's the links down there in the description, y'all. So make sure you go ahead and check it out. He's doing mad numbers. Así me gusta. Así me gusta, chiquito peligrosa, así me gusta. What's up? Just me gusta, así me gusta, chiquito peligrosa, así me gusta. Es imposible que de ella te apoderes. Por lo bueno te manipula como quiere. Así me gusta, de copa grande. Soltera no le gusta que la manden. Ando viajando viendo cómo mueve el culo. Ella quiere sexo seguro. Anda bien crazy, conmigo fue a ponerse. Yo ya ando bien loco. Con mi se quiere que me la lleve, sabe cómo la entretengo. Le gusta el billete pero más es que yo tengo. Éxtasis, alcohol y verde. Si le dices que te enamoraste la pierdes. Ella para el
tráfico nomás con ir pasando. Se hizo el culo nomás para andar generando. No es una santa, mujer peligrosa. Tiene más curvas que la pinche rumorosa.
Four fingers and then twist them in the middle. Lil Easy E, Kiki Smooth. Make sure you check that out. Links down there in the description below. Check that shit out. We got Cozy.
Number shout out to Kiki Smooth.
Yeah, shout out to Cozy Mo Better, because Cozy Mo Better is gonna be in the building Saturday. I know it's been we had to postpone a couple of episodes, but he will be in the building Saturday night. So Cozy, we got Cozy Mo Better, Philadelphia zone.
Salute, Cozy. Yeah. Oh yeah, man.
Cozy got them chops. Cozy got them chops, man. I was looking at a vid from Cozy Mo Better the other day, man. Cozy got them chops.
Oh shit, he got that movie, dog. That movie was cold, like.
In the mix, he got that. Yeah, he got basketball skills in the mix too. So we can't. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, talents right there. Yeah.
I was definitely getting ready to suck up some tears on that movie.
Oh, right. Yeah. Oh man,
I was definitely sucking up some tears.
Look at that. Look at that in the background right there. So there, but it got the cannabis right there. Yeah, that's what's up.
Man, Canada got some good old stuff, cannabis coming out of it, big time.
Yeah.
Once the regulations are lifted, which I think might be in the next election coming up. Oh yeah, Canada got some good stuff coming on.
What's Joe without Pun? What's the moon without the sun? What's DMC without Run? Who the one that's
Big Puff forever. Shout out Cuba League.
Shout out Cuba League. Shout out Super MC.
Yeah, shout out Super MC. Shout out DJ Low. Shout out Jack Frost.
Shout out to the homie Dice.
Yes, sir. The homie Dice. Get it right.
What up, though?
What's the clip without the gun?
No, I was going down the round table.
We have that one like when we bounce out though. Gotta put what up though as the outro. Yeah.
100%.
Let me go ahead. I'm gonna play this short, and I want to get y'all's opinion on it and shit, because it's been getting a lot of feedback and shit. I've been getting a lot of like comments and shit, even on Facebook, on all platforms, especially on Twitter and shit. Check out Twitter on the Hood Smoker Podcast, because that shit's slapping. But I'm gonna play his Kiki D when he heard what Mike Tyson would do to Tupac's killer.
Boxer, dude. You a boxer.
Oh,
Benzino.
Not no fucking game.
Benzino need a hug.
Shit, Benzino need a hug, yeah. Now I said y'all want to see Benzino on the show and shit. Let us know and shit. We get Benzino. Here he is. We'll squash that. Shit. It's hip hop, baby. We all about peace. But let's see what Kiki D talking about.
Mike Tyson, how you feel about him saying that he wish he had 5 seconds in the room with Tupac Killer?
And I only need 1 second with you, dude. Huh. Well, you better leave me the fuck alone and keep boxing, dude. You a boxer. You guys not no fucking case. All of a sudden,
Mike Tyson, how you feel about him saying?
Yeah. So what y'all think about that? Like people say he incriminated himself just by saying that he incriminated himself.
Why did he go get away from me? You know, like
he said he even did
right there.
He even did that. Like, I mean, come on.
I mean, Mike is crazy. Mike is crazy.
I think Mike will kick drop him in 1 second, one punch, dog. It'd be over with for Kiki D, dog. Iron Mike, got his ass out, dog. Mike got them hands still, dog. Still, I be seeing him training and shit. He got I
ain't gonna fuck with him in person, you know. Disrespect him.
I'm a Mike Tyson fan, dog. I ain't gonna lie. Shit. Mike Tyson, I fuck with Mike Tyson.
One of my mom's best friend that passed away, she used to date Mike Tyson for like 2 days. Oh, yeah, Mike Tyson was tapping it.
Yeah. Well, you said 2 days. I'm like,
yeah, 2 day date with Mike Tyson.
Shit.
She earned her bragging rights.
Jordan got some stories to tell.
Man, day one she came back.
I'm gonna blow you up real quick. You gonna be big on the screen. Let's Christopher Jordan got some stories to tell about Mike. Iron Mike. Tales from New York.
I don't want to blow Mike Tyson up that much, but yeah, he been tapping him down, man. Big time. 100%.
I'm trying so hard not to do an impression right now.
Hey, shout out to
I'm gonna chime in like it was my one of my mom's best friend. Her name was Caprice. Rest in peace, Caprice. Caprice passed away probably like I say it like 3 years ago. But Mike Tyson and her got into a little entanglement. How Jada Pinkett Smith would say it. They got into a little entanglement. And on day one, she was excited that she had got to meet.
Really how it happened. That's not really how it happened. Les Lewis, I'm coming for you. Les Lewis.
Yeah. I'm the best in the world.
Hey, shout out to DJ Los, though. I had that played on the side that DJ Los Real was playing of the where he was talking about the famous clap at his pop. Shout out to his pops, dog, for real.
Man, that clap and the way DJ Los explains that clap, how it was made.
Yeah.
You can't even fathom, like you can't even think that was a piece of wood, bro.
Yeah,
it sounds just like some hands.
Yeah. And then to hear the last little element being it's through Bootsy Collins like processor,
Well, speaking of it, let's go ahead and play it real quick since I got to play, and let me go ahead and play with the song.
Yeah.
I had to
created that hand.
Even the Humpty dance had a clap in
the West Coast, and that's what gave it the sound.
There's
the
Backstreet Boys themselves actually wouldn't have
so many
sound without that clap. They use just Los's dad's clap.
Like I said, my dad created that hand clap that everybody sampled on the West Coast, and that's what gave it the sound.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's on the Humpty Dance. It's on so many records, man. Yeah, the clap is on Breed. Like I said, my dad created that hand clap.
I'm guilty of that clap.
That's what gave it the sound.
I was gonna let it play because I was letting it roll while the sideline was scrolling down. You see,
Peace to Brother King X. Peace to Brother King X. Brother King X.
Brother King X. He was texting me. He said he couldn't get through. I don't know what's going on. He said he was having technical difficulties. Shout out to Brother King X. I hope everything's good with you. That's the homie and shit. That's the brother. But what was I thinking? Oh yeah, you see, Suge Knight got a podcast from prison. You see?
Yeah, like just like X-Rated back in the day. He got a podcast, telephone podcast.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he was making albums, complete albums.
Hell yeah.
And my only thing is on the real tip though, because with the Hood Smoker podcast is, I just hope it's careful it doesn't get in any kind of trouble for,
Right. Yeah. Now we love to have Suge out. We ain't trying to incriminate him, you know what I'm saying? Suge, if we had Suge out here, we ain't trying to ask him no incriminating questions. We want to know about Suge Knight. You know how we do on the Hood Smokers podcast. We want to know what's going on, what he want to talk about.
I'm gonna keep it real. And I'm gonna keep it real. The comedian I am. Where can I sign?
Hey, but that is crazy. Who was it who said that? What Tony Yayo said about Proof. What Tony Yayo said about D12 when he said when Suge Knight came walking through and they was all D12 was sitting around in Detroit, he was like, them boys wild. He was like, Proof yelled at Suge Knight. He was like, motherfucker, you had Pac killed. And he like, it was like, and Suge just kept it moving and shit. He ain't what Proof was a little guy, but I mean, that don't mean shit because all like Proof was he was violent. He wasn't. He was like the Detroit boys wild.
That's a Detroit fashion.
Yeah, like he would have got he wouldn't have made it out of there if he would have fucked with Proof and shit. Like up in the club, he was protected. You know what I'm saying? Not even Suge.
Yeah.
I mean, when
They
got like some
That's
kind
the
of
thing with Detroit fashion, though. Like Detroit doesn't like it. Detroit, you can't be sensitive in Detroit.
They got a documentary about rappers that weren't scared of Suge, and Proof was on there and shit. Like Proof was one of the rappers that was on there that said had an encounter with Suge. Warren G was like the number one. They said.
Like I don't think everybody heard that, but yeah.
What's that?
What'd you say?
I can't hear you. What's going on?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But she said right now you can't be oversensitive if you're a juggalo either. You know what I mean? Of course, but that's in the true Detroit fashion right there too. You know what? Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, shit, I'm about to play this. You were just in LA. I'm playing this real quick. Cuban Link. Shout out to Cuban Link.
Shout out to Cuban Link.
Shout out
That's
to
my
LA.
boy.
We love LA.
My boy.
Look, we'll make that happen.
Let's get it.
Downtown Los Angeles, kid.
There's a new coming out to
Shout out to Cuban Link. Shout out to
Miami.
But look, I got the flyer right here. He was just with Kiki Smooth was just with RBL Posse and shit. That's the homies Black C. Shout out Black C. That's why I brought it up. That was for our Halloween show on the 30th. They did that. Shit. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
No, okay.
I don't know if it's time. I don't know if it's time yet.
Nah.
Hey, yo, B, I'm glad you bringing back Goat Sweat.
Hey,
what's that?
I'm playing. I'm gonna let you with a dick. I'm gonna slap you with punch dick. It just knock you dead.
The goat sweat. I'm glad you bringing back Goat Sweat, bro.
Oh, for real? Thanks, man.
I had to play that. My bad, though.
Yeah.
I had to play it. I seen it and I played it and shit. Coney Sunshine. Plus, we got that one video. We got that one video up of it. Make sure you check out the Telefib, though, for real. Y'all like it if you ain't up on it already and shit. But I'm about ready to hop off here because I want to see what's going on in the, you know, what you was just saying. I can't say it quite like you and shit, but I was going to go shoot over there real quick, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I need a promise. I'm gonna promise to get that round table. I'm gonna have that round table lit up, bro.
Oh yeah, we're already over 4K. That should just keep going up and shit. I'm like, damn, that bitch slapping and shit. Fucking shout out to the round table. Like shout out everybody that fuck with the round table and shit. We fuck with y'all. Make sure you tune in. We drop the links in there. Make sure you go. All y'all should be following us on YouTube. All the hood smoke round table, come follow us on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Y'all family, y'all participate. Y'all can get involved, you know what I'm saying? We fuck with our fans and shit. We fuck with the people that fuck with us. Real
round table boom.
Shit, you know
I'm glad, you know.
And like they say, opinions aren't facts, so it's not our job. Don't get mad if we say something and shit or somebody else says something. It's an opinion. It ain't a fact. It ain't our job to fact check that shit. If we give a platform for artists to tell their story, shout out Panda Chop, where I believe that's what he's doing, like with Cuban Link. He gave him that platform to tell his story, and he's putting it out there, and he's getting hate for it and shit, and it is what it is. But they don't want to fuck with us.
It's Cuban Link.
You want to fuck with me? Okay. I reload it. Just saying, dog. I'm just saying. It's all good right now, but
don't do it.
Getting ugly. Say hello to my little friend real quick and shit. So, in case, because I mean, we might be live right now on another channel. Who knows? You never know. We might be live right now on that on the channel and shit.
Yeah.
All love. Oh, look,
Don't worry, we won't report you or block you and say you
only
can't.
keep it hip hop. Amen.
Yeah, you can use our content. We ain't like that. We ain't
Yeah,
snitches and
yeah,
rats.
that's
We ain't
fine.
gonna report you.
Yeah, ain't no regrets. We ain't hiding nothing. We ain't hiding
At
nothing.
all.
Yeah.
No, we good.
Up front.
So we keep
behind
it hip hop.
everything we say too and
Hip
shit.
hop is like we can keep it hip hop.
We stand behind everything we say too and shit. So
Yeah,
and then we
that was love.
to the pot. So it's all good. But just know you want to play with us, okay?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Hey,
like that.
hey,
It can get like that.
pass that. Virtually past that.
Yep.
Virtually pass it. But shit, anything y'all want to say before we? Oh yeah, we gotta play with up though. We gotta play with up though.
Mm-hmm.
I got it on.
Oh.
I got what up though on deck. Shout out to the homie Dice. What up though stays on deck and shit.
Oh, man.
Here we go. This
He's
what
Dice.
up though by the homie.
In Ohio, what up,
though?
To the niggas in the dirty side, what up,
though?
What up, though?
Matt John, what up, though?
Rest in
A
peace,
true
Bird.
anthem is all I'm gonna say. I mean that could be up for argument, but personally, in my opinion, can't really change my my view on that.
Since
That's
Brother
it.
King actually did make it. Oh yeah,
That's
go ahead,
definitely
Blatonio. Yeah, go ahead, Blatonio. Most definitely. Say what you were saying.
Now, to me, I told the man himself too. He's humble about it too. But it's like, nah, it's truly an anthem. So like, anybody wants to argue, that's fine. I ain't gonna like fight nobody over that. But it's just it's an anthem.
Yeah, that's definitely an anthem, a pen anthem. Yeah, big time.
And since Brother King X couldn't join us tonight, I figured I'd play this joint, but no good reason. But Brother King X.
Yes, truly. Yeah.
Shout out Brother King X.
Make sure you check him out on all major platforms. He got some big news to announce real soon too and shit. So and we're making things happen. So stay tuned. You know we always making things happen. Everybody be good. I don't know why y'all surprised this shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why they get surprised. Like they shouldn't be surprised no more by the people we be coming up with. You know what I'm saying? Because legends. We done had legends after legends after legends. How many legends we got to drop? You know what I'm saying? Before they stop saying like, damn. Like they know.
Yeah.
It is what it
they
is.
ain't in the background no more.
Tonight's Wednesday, right? Shout out to JD. In a half hour, his show starts in 30 minutes. He got his own. It's on Chuck
Shout out JD.
Yeah, it's on Chuck D's channel and shit. Shout out JD. He got his own podcast. Comes every Wednesday night. Comes on at 10:30 Detroit time, which is 5:30. Or no, 10:30 Detroit time, 7:30 LA time. So I know that much. Shout out JD. Shout out to Lynch Mob. That's the
shout out Cool Kim. Cool Kim.
Yeah, shout out Cool Kim for real. Yeah. Shout out
Awesome Drake.
Yeah, awesome Drake. Kid Vicious. You know what I'm saying? Fucking shit.
Shout out Black T.
Yeah, Black T. We can go all day. Black Ice. Shit, New Life, aka Low Life, Fifth War Boys.
Shout out to Nip.
Shit. Yeah, Nip. Shout out to homie brother Nip. Shit,
definitely want to say shout out to the horse trainer,
Them damn twins. Yeah, Monte Cristo all day. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Monte Cristo, the horse trainer. Go vote for him for promoter of the year. Detroit Music Awards.
Let me see.
You can still vote. And Mr. Go-To, aka the Black Howard Stern. Money Ball.
She's asking you about your hat. She's asking you about your hat.
What? I can't hear.
She's asking you about your hat, what your hat stands for.
Oh, what's it stand for? Google it. Google it. Google it.
Oh man, you doing like you doing it that way? Okay. All right.
If you don't know, if you're asking, then you don't need to know.
Come on, you do know we get blunted on it.
If you got to ask, then you don't need to know. Straight out of Compton.
I was saying to him, you know we get blunted in here, so I'm in your defense. So like, you know. Yeah,
it means arguably next to Wu-Tang Clan, one of the most greatest hip hop groups in history, to make the most noise and ruffle the most, like change the game. I would say NWA and Wu-Tang Clan are probably the two from the West and the East. You want to put the powerhouses up. That's them and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they definitely changed the surface of hip hop.
Yeah, for real.
100.
But I'm gonna go ahead and jump into this joint by Brother King X. No good reason. On the Hood Smokers podcast. Shout out to Brother King X. If you got to tap in real quick, tap in. All right. It's playing music song. Let's go. Check out Brother King X on all major platforms. Just Google it, y'all. You can Google
Every
everything.
time I watch the news, I bow my head in silence. It made me sick to my stomach. To witness violence, I hit the prayer rug deep inside. I'm crying. Lord of the worlds, put an end to all this.
I feel you. Just like we didn't have SoundCloud too to put our music out too, you know, like we sold out of the trunk.
Yeah, they just call.
Allah, please help me understand what's going on.
Young, hold on.
Why these
Wait,
young brothers
65
out
years
here
young. I was trying.
firebombing women's homes. All of this cause you left your sorry tale alone.
They just call me. They
Responsible
just call me Mr. Dictionary and Mr. Encyclopedia. That's how I found out my information.
Going crazy shooting cops. I give my life to Allah. Please make it stop.
Yep. Yep. No. Yeah. Yep. Fuck you. I don't know if he's playing a song right now.
8 people shot for blocking a man's driveway.
Does anybody know if he's playing a song in the background? Because I'm trying not to talk over the song.
Okay. I want to live long enough to experience peace. With the lies help God's killing gospel.
Is there a song playing?
We need to unify and get on one accord. Love each other is a commandment from thy Lord.
Oh my. Oh wait, yeah, because we can always hear it. Yeah, we can't always hear it on this end. So, yeah, my apologies. Yeah, sorry about that, Nate.
Yeah, it mutes my mic, but it don't mute yours. That was Brother King X, no good reason. Shout out to Brother King X. I know he couldn't make this episode, but he'll definitely be on the next one and shit. And make sure you support his music. Follow him on all major platforms. You know what I'm saying?
Just do his thing and take it
Shout
hip
out
hop
Brother
back
King
to,
X.
you know,
Yeah.
taking to do something different. You know, like he's come from many directions. You know, like coming from horrorcore, going to a more righteous perspective and stuff. He's always kept it hip hop. You know, whether he was hallucinate or Brother King X, he's always kept it in the true hip hop form. But he keeps it more the righteous path these days. But
and I'm 100% behind him. I'm 100% behind Brother King X when it comes to these bus stops and stuff and these bus drivers out of Detroit, because I was going to the same similar situation in New York with these bus drivers and the city. Just New York was just nasty with the transit authority and everything. It was crazy. So I'm 100% behind Brother King X.
Yeah, no, I've heard a lot about that with the transit system. You know, just
well,
you know,
Detroit
whether it's
got
buses.
the reason why Detroit got a fucked up public transportation was because we was the motor city. So when they built it, they ain't think about buses and subways and shit like that. They thought everybody had a car and shit. They was like, so everybody's gonna drive and shit. So they didn't think about the buses and shit like that. We got like the people mover and shit, which ain't shit, that goes around downtown. It's like a above the ground subway, and they got like some kind of thing they call the Q-Link. She was from Detroit to Pontiac and shit, Woodward, but that's basically like the bus system sucks though. Yeah, it's sorry. They closed a lot of it down and shit, shut a lot of it down. It's hard to get around.
That sounds what they like what they call the streetcar out here, Chris. You know, like the
trolley.
Like that's the
Street Charlie.
closest thing we got.
It's not
Yeah,
connected to nothing. It's weird though. It ain't connected to shit. It's like some new high tech shit. They just put it in. It's some new. I'm telling you, dog. They want to put a statue of RoboCop in downtown Detroit, dog. They're trying to make it the fucking like city of the future and shit. You know, the fucking auto industry. Now they're gonna try to do the whole that weird AI technology bullshit. We already got dogs here. They tried to get these dogs in Detroit. Police, they're AI dogs that are supposed to find drugs and all that shit, dog. Yeah, they look like little yellow metal fucking dogs, and they showed them on the news, but I guess they shot them down and shit. But they're trying to get.
They got no damn head.
But I think
it's
the
a dog
feds
with no head.
use them. I think the feds use them now, and they said that they're working on people like that, cops that are gonna be AI cops. Like, what the fuck kind of shit is that? Like, that's RoboCop shit for real, dog. That's why we need to do a round table. We need to do another round table. Mr. Go-To, me and him, when we were talking on the phone the other day, he was talking about.
Actually, yes.
Yeah, he was like, we need to do that. He was like, it's been a long time and shit since, like, Take It Back, when we used to all sit around and talk about shit. You know what I'm saying? So we need to do one of those. We need to do another episode. We get everybody down. We'll holler at some people. Maybe Cubans down. See what's up, Monte Cristo. Dice, maybe we can get Dice up in the mix. Shit, we'll see what's up, who we can get. We'll holler at some people. I'll talk to some people.
Coming, the flavor's coming.
We still on the rise. I want to tell anybody, like, you're welcome to like comment who follows with us. You know, like, we don't want to lose you. We do value everybody who pays attention to our platform. That if we're falling off on something, we're not gonna take it to heart. You know, like if you tell us that like there's something that we're starting to lose an element of, like, please, we do appreciate the constructive criticism. So I do want to put that out there. Yeah,
100%. Yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, I'm ready to jump up out of here. Anything? Yeah, I want to send a shout out to Blatonio, Todd, Christopher Jordan, everybody tuned in. Shout out to Kiki Smooth Dog, straight out of Compton.
Shout out Kiki.
Fucking yelling, our Compton fan, Lonzo. Shit, shout out Lonzo. Shit,
shout out Cuban Link.
But Cuban Link. Anything y'all want to say, Blatonio? Shout out to Brother King X too. I know we'll catch you the next
shout out Brother King X
tonight.
But go ahead. I'm gonna let y'all close it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it short and simple. I'm just gonna be like, everybody who showed up, thank you. Much love and much appreciated. Everybody who follows and keeps it on constant, and like, yeah, if you want to give us constructive criticism, we appreciate that. Like, I personally do. Everybody, like, yeah, we've been shouting out people, like, definitely the homie Dice right there goes without question. I don't want to hog up the platform. I'm gonna give everybody else a chance to, like, shout everybody else, but to the whole team, much love. So we thank you.
For Jordan.
Yeah. I'd like to give a shout out to the whole Hood Smokers podcast. And I also like to give a shout out to Kiki Smooth and Cuban Link. I'll tell just as well as Kiki Smooth and Cuban Link. This your time, brothers.
We need
Kiki
to
Smooth and
make
Cuban
that
Link.
collab happen.
Come on out, brothers. It's your time.
Yes.
The Hood Smokers podcast. It's your time. It's our. Well, I take that back. It's our time. It's our time.
We all about connecting, though. We make that West Coast, East Coast connection. Kiki Smooth, Cuban Link, that'd be a classic track right there. You know what I'm saying? He said that's on his bucket list. Be an honor to fill one of his things on his bucket list. You know what I'm saying? If we can make that happen, I'm gonna holler at. We all should holler at Cuban. You know what I'm saying? Because Cuban fucks with us all. He's a official hood smoker. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Cuban Link. Shout out Goya. Shout out to the homie Goya. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Panda Chop.
Shout out Little Easy E. Shout out Kid Frost. Shout out to Kid Frost. Yeah, shout out to the whole Hood Smokers podcast.
Yeah.
And we out this motherfucker, y'all. Peace.
Shout out to Canada.
And shoot out Talib Kweli too. Yeah, and shout out Canada, of course.
Yeah. Shout out to Talib Kweli too. And Tony Sunshine. Tony Sunshine.
Yeah.
Peace. We out, y'all. Much love. The Hood Smokers Podcast, y'all.
What up, dog? Welcome to the Hood Smoker Podcast, the hottest #1 podcast based out of Detroit, Michigan. And now, with your hosts, Jay Gutta, Brother King X, Blatonio Todd, and the rest of the Hood Smoker Squad. We don't do no Vlad stuff. We don't do no Adam stuff. We keep packing in the legends, respect them, and keep adding up. So pack a blunt or two, maybe grab a brew and a snack for you, and leave behind your attitude, and get ready as we snap into the Hood Smoker Podcast.